Hey, everybody, I think.
Donna's not here. You don't have to copy everything.
Put that lipstick on thick, Steve.
Yeah,
It's my lip gloss.
there we are.
That's my lip gloss. See, when I make that hoodoo face, I just hate that. I'm doing it when I was doing the voices for you. I'm like, shut up, nobody's looking at you.
That's
Well, no, that's how you do the
something voice
voice.
actors do. When I do Terry Summer, I'm like, hey, this is Terry Summer.
And so, well, isn't this the cat's meow?
Yay.
What are we doing today?
I have no idea.
We're sitting here talking to our fans, and looking at Darn's nice library.
Yeah.
I'm writing a new film.
Oh, for
You
God's
are?
sake.
Here's
I
I told
thought
us you weren't going to
nuts.
do that anymore.
Yeah, let's you're
No,
taking a break.
this isn't a cartoon. This is going to be like a
Oh, like that.
big production.
Oh yeah, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's going to be called Toddler on the Roof.
There you go.
Toddler on the roof or of the roof?
Starts out on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a spoof on Fiddler on the Roof?
I don't know. Just made it up.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
I did write this down. If we ever did write a Star Trek movie,
Mm-hmm.
where's Scotch Chuck?
I don't know. But you had him.
I had him somewhere.
Is he doing this thing again where he's not going to tell us anything?
No, I saw his little circle thing.
I beg your
in the
pardon?
doohickey.
That doesn't help his case any.
No.
Paging God's Chuck, you wanted.
Anyway, I did have an idea for a Star Trek scene.
Uh-oh.
Do tell.
So Kirk goes into Chekhov's room, and Chekhov is playing this game. He's got this big canvas thing on the wall, and he's has a target, and he's throwing things at it. And Kirk flips his lid, and he's like, "What are you doing in here? You're blah blah blah, slacking off and playing games, and blah blah blah." And he just tears him a new one. And Chekhov's like, "But I want leave. I'm an official leave." And he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I was a real jackass. I really should have checked. And I'm sorry. Here, let me try to set this thing up," because he tore his stuff down. Let me try. Help! This is an order. Help me set this back up. That's all I got.
Okay.
Well, you got
pretty
further
good?
than I did on my Star Trek film.
Yeah. I just kind of like that he's like he feels bad, and he's setting the thing up they tore down. He's like, "That's an order. Help me set this." I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I guess
Okay.
you guys don't like funny in Star Trek.
No,
stuff.
we don't.
No,
No, we don't. We don't understand funny.
no, not us. But
Were you gonna
See,
say
we're
something,
people from
Art?
a long time. We're people from a long time ago, so we don't know humor or melody or any other thing.
Were you going to say something, Darn?
No.
Oh, okay.
I never told Darn the Star Trek story I had started to write. This was back when before the coof, and the coof just, I'm saying coof because Timmy says it. But I was going to do a Star Trek fan film, and Putt was actually interested in helping coming up with ideas and everything. He wanted to play the Klingon in it, and I'm like, oh, that'd be great.
Who did?
But
Oh, and Godstuck is here. He said he'd be a little late.
but,
I think he did tell us that about a week ago.
but
But it doesn't do any good to look at that chat because you got to sit through like 40 different things about Lauren's boobs. Um,
anyway,
Yeah, Putt would. He would have. He'd have been a good Klingon. Well, he did a voice for a Klingon on Star Trek, along with
Yeah.
Phil Hartley.
Hartley, yeah.
Oh,
He's-
after all I remember is Phil Hartley going, "Don't get upset about it."
Yeah, but it was Putt that was going, no, die, groovy, blah blah. So,
Yeah, not only did he speak Klingon, it was without an accent.
Yeah.
Oh, Pat did it without an accent?
Yep.
Speaking of Star Trek, now that I've got the webcam, I'd show you my Viper slap.
Who,
Yay.
what?
See, there you
Viper
go.
slap. So you just did you hear it?
Nope.
Oh, you probably got your musician thing turned off.
Yeah, it's because they don't it does, the button at the top doesn't work, so I got to go in the settings and change it.
Because I don't know, mine's right there at the top.
So here we go. Let me try again. Yeah, it's at the top, but it won't let me click on it. It's just a dead button. So I got to go into settings and do it. But yeah.
There you go. There you go. That was better. That's I've heard that in some songs.
Yeah, it's a popular instrument. But I'm going to say it's popular, but it is. You can hear it in a lot of different songs. Like
And I know they use that for sounds on suspense movies and shows.
Yeah.
Yep.
They probably use a keyboard.
Yeah. But I like that. That's pretty cool.
Do you ever see footage of them doing sound effects like in the old days on the old radio shows? They'd actually have like a box full of broken glass, and they would shake it, or they'd have a box full of sand and a shoe, and they would with the shoes in the sand.
That was a cool way of doing things, I think. Just simple, Now it's all done electronically and AI. And
Restarting that shit.
yeah, I'll tell you what. At first, when I first heard of AI, I thought, oh, this could be cool. Then it just got outrageous. It's
Well, it's like 2 years ago, it was just a novelty.
Yeah.
I mean, the best they could do was Will Smith eating spaghetti all stupid, and that was about it. Even when Trump was running, they had like when he did the McDonald's thing, someone did an AI thing of funny stuff of him at the McDonald's thing, like jumping onto a car, but it all looked terrible. It all looked stupid.
yeah.
And that was a year ago, and now they make a whole dang like.
I'm seeing all kinds of videos. Like today, I saw one where it was a Star Trek scene. Just is real short. Spock is there, and Marilyn Monroe is on the bridge of the Enterprise with Spock. And then there's another one with Elvis. Other than the other Elvis.
I just got like as soon as I scan, if I see anything like AI, I just go the other way. I don't even.
I'm just waiting for them to start doing movies where they include AI characters. I will not go see them. I'm sorry.
It's probably starting already. Well,
Probably.
they've got like some movie star that's AI. What's her name? Tilly something.
Oh, is she really an AI?
Yeah.
And she's a movie star.
Yeah, and I hate even using the word she, it, whatever.
Because that's going to, they start using AIs in these films and shit, then that's going to take away from actors and gigs and money, and because they don't have to pay anybody then.
Well, yeah, and everybody loves it. They're like, oh, yeah, screw those actors and everything. They deserve it.
There's still a way to tell the difference between a real person and AI, though. There's still a good way to tell. It's getting hard, but yeah.
Well, for one, there's no soul, and
Yeah.
I think when people get used, I hope it doesn't get to this point, but if it does, where that's all you get is AI, then you will definitely know when something isn't AI, and I think people will flock to it.
Yeah.
Because people might get conditioned to that slop, get used to it. And then when I see real, anyway.
But where is it? I don't know. Well, I'm not going to play it, but you've heard my little sweepers of Trump voices.
Yeah.
I played Trump on here a few weeks ago with that you can tell. I mean, apparently you're going to know that that wasn't really Trump, because Trump's not going to, president ain't got to take time to do a little anyway. But just there's no soul in there. You could tell just by even just audio. You can hear there's no soul in it or no personality in it.
Yeah, it sounded robotic.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Oh yeah. Godshock was upset I deleted it. I said I deleted it because I don't trust myself. I'll keep playing it again.
I've got it on the board.
That's what I told him. I said, well, you can go back and hear it in the replay.
Unless it's the other one that YouTube pulled off.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, Glenn.
They pulled it off?
Yeah, that's actually a face that he stole.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What?
How you doing, Glenn?
So what? YouTube pulled that video where I had Trump on?
No.
Oh, I think so. Okay.
One of them. I don't know which one it was. Tony knows. I thought when you were talking about the sound clip from 1933, I thought that was the putt one.
No.
Yeah, that I transformed into a human for this show.
Yeah.
I don't do it very often.
There's a button at the bottom that says AI companion.
Oh, good.
Gross. That's all we need.
Next, they'll be putting AI programs into blow-up dolls.
No, those been around for a while.
I like this better.
I think that was the first thing they did.
Well, let it grow along, Timmy. You can be cousin it.
There you go.
Am I the only one that never enjoyed or watched that show? I guess.
Addams Family?
I know Tony loves it.
Addams Family? I don't know. I thought you liked Addams Family.
No, I don't think I've watched a whole episode of that.
We never did a Brilliant Garbage with Addams Family, did we?
Yeah.
That'd be
Never
fun.
had a chance because Ned fell down the well. We probably would have got to it.
I think it was before my time.
Yeah. But
Yeah, we mostly had the Munsters on rerun. We didn't get a lot of Addams Family.
yeah, I was more of a Munsters fan than
I
Adam.
only remember him blowing up his train sets and stuff. So I did see a little of it. It's kind of like Green Acres and Petticoat Junction. I mean, I remember it being on, but I don't remember looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's the way I was. And again, Petticoat Junction, I said this before we came on, I just had a thing for Linda K. Henning, that was her name, played Betty Jo. And she was, the name of the creator of that show was Henning. It was either creator or producer or something.
Yeah.
I just remember the episode where the lady that was running the hotel, she had the sink water going, and a turd popped out of the sink spout, and one of those women said to the other one, "I told you," because the water tower is what supplied the water for everything.
Yeah, but we found out later that was just for the cannonball, the water, I think, wasn't it? For the steam engine.
I think it's funnier that it would.
Yeah, it is funnier.
Mine was funnier. Good.
It's funnier when you think that water supplies the whole hotel, and they're in there swimming naked.
You're such a killjoy.
Yeah, I know. It is. But that'd be a good Petticoat Junction Brilliant Garbage. Doing Petticoat Junction.
Yeah. Good
That'd
idea,
be perfect.
Steve.
Yeah.
How do we do that to audio? I guess.
That's true, because like 4 people in the world would get it.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Oh.
There's got to be a way to do it. I mean, people have seen Petticoat Junction, know those girls were swimming in the tank.
Yeah.
We could make our own theme song. And those girls are naked swimming in the water tank at the junction.
And I don't know if you want to make a reference. Nah, that's too gross. I won't say.
Yeah, I don't.
Go ahead.
And I never knew, because I used to watch the show, the local station would play it a lot. And I never realized that the whole premise was that little train, the little locomotive and those little cars were part of a railroad, and a bridge got wiped out by a flood, and it kind of trapped that locomotive and those cars in this little loop of track around the town. So they couldn't get it out of there again. And so they just just ran the train around the town like a giant fucking train set.
Didn't I hear somebody say that the Cannonball was the same train they used in Back to the Future? I thought.
Yep.
That's interesting. That's
So
cool.
Darren has seen the Gretsch. I don't know if you've all seen the Gretsch.
The who?
The Gretsch.
Gretsch.
Stole Christmas.
Gretsch
Oh, the
did
Grinch.
not.
Gretsch. Oh,
Weird.
I can't.
Was that
I am
the one with
limited
Jim
because
Carrey?
these stupid earbuds.
Jim Carrey.
That's why I use Bluetooth ones.
Yeah. I would love to see. I've never seen the Grinch
No,
with
the
Jim
Gretsch.
Carrey.
The guitar.
Oh well, Gretsch. Someone said Grinch.
Here we go. I'll show you the Gretsch.
You're a mean one, Mr. Gretsch.
Here we go.
Hmm.
That is the
that's-
Gretsch.
Oh, that's nice looking, man.
Yeah.
That is. Trying to think of what songs I've heard that use that kind of.
Well, have you heard
What's a Lonesome Loser?
River Dragon?
No.
It's an Apology None song off the Sky Blue
Oh,
album.
River Drive. Okay.
Have you heard Down to the Sky off the Hideaway album?
Mm-hmm. I've heard all the songs on there.
That's the lead solos in that. Also,
I play a
every
clip,
game,
but we
every
get.
game you play, it does the lead solo in every game you play.
Oh, I play a clip, but we get a copyright strike.
I don't think so because I just got a warning for playing my own songs on the the new movie. But
Let me try playing an opening clip of it just to hear everybody.
if you play the middle of River Dragon, you'll hear it.
That'd be Apology. No, that's in Hideaway.
No, River Dragons and Sky Blue.
Oh, Sky Blue.
Yeah.
That's Sky Blue right there. There's River Dragon.
Go about 2 minutes into it and see if you can find it.
Okay. Let me see. Oops. All right, let me.
Anyway, what the guitar is a lap steel. No, before that. Go about 30 seconds before that. A little bit before that. A little bit before. That's it.
Oh, that sounds cool. Oh, that sounds awesome. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I like that.
There was a guy that had the same model Gretsch. It's a guy in South America or something. I shared it on my Facebook like 10 years ago. He actually played one of these days the Pink Floyd the solo with it that Gilmore did on the lap steel, and it was just perfect, note for note. It was just amazing what he did with it.
Yeah,
I think he did better than David Gilmour did.
And you're playing that really
Blasphemy.
good in there too.
Do what?
You're playing that really good in there too. I like that.
Thank you.
That's
You cut it off before it was over. But,
oh well, I didn't know how long. You want to hear
well,
it
it
again?
wasn't that long a solo. It was only like 10 seconds long.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's all you had to play. I even did that that was kind of a thing that David Gilmour did with the, you play it with a, it comes with its own weighted slide. So your fingers don't even touch the fretboard.
Oh wow.
It's this very heavy slide. And it's just,
That sounds like that. When you at the end of that clip there, you went down a little bit. Kind of sounds like what they used in Wicked Games with Chris Isaac.
could be. It sounds like he used a lot of slide in his kind of, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's just,
Yeah.
but yeah, I've always liked a good slide guitar.
Mm-hmm.
but this is the first actual. I usually just did it on a regular guitar and tuned it into like G or D tuning, but this is the first ever like lap steel I've ever had. I really like it.
Nice. How long you had that? For a while, I guess, then.
About 10 years, I guess.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, since
That-
it was on.
I remember when
River
you
Dragon,
got it. I don't think it was that long.
It might have been. Well, maybe not 10 years. It might have been 9 years.
Now you had that. Let's see. You did really, really, really before that. Before you got that.
Yeah, really, really, really is much older.
Okay.
I used the Aria. I've got it packed away. Maybe I'll find it before when I take a break. I'll bring the Aria and show it to you.
Because Gretsch also.
Because
Yeah.
what?
Keep going. I thought you were done.
It wasn't only the it wasn't only the really, really, really guitar, but it was basically the main guitar for the Saturnalia soundtrack album. And I ran it into an amp and mic'd the amp, and that's how I got that sound for it. So I'd kind of like to try that again, but I think my amp broke. But if I can get it to work, I'll maybe try it for the new album.
There you go.
I released another new song a couple days ago on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, did you?
yeah, it's called Fly Luna, and then I'm gonna release another one maybe next week or the week after. But Fly Luna, you might recognize it because I used the music to it in a couple scenes in the new movie.
I thought that was on Hideaway. Something about Luna or something.
No, Fly Luna. It's an old song. I actually made it during Hideaway, but it didn't make it on the album. I had to cut it off. I cut it off at 22 songs. I was just like,
Oh.
I've got to do something. The songs just kept coming out. It's like I had writer's block. I couldn't come up with anything, and then they just kept coming, and I couldn't stop. And I'm like, they just keep coming. I don't know what to do. And then I think it was Nab or Tony. One of them said, "Why don't you just cut it into 2 albums or make it double?" One of them, I was going to, should I make it 2 albums? Someone says, "Well, just make a double album." So I did that, but they kept coming, and like Fly Luna was the next one out. So I just, well, it'll just be on the next project.
There you go.
It was another song that started as a transfer album. It was the one where Terry turned into a cupcake with the heady. That's how that got it start.
You know, anytime you want to.
You what?
Anytime you want to send a song to play on the show is, let me know.
Well, I went there last time. You didn't play any of my songs.
Well, I don't play every day.
Well, if you want,
Tony
I'll
can
send
say
it.
I do play it.
There's just no album to promote it with yet since they're pre-releases.
Well, nothing wrong with getting a teaser.
Yeah,
There you
I'll
go.
send you a couple.
And Gretsch, they supplied all the guitars for the Monkees TV show back in '66.
Yeah, and Brian Seltzer was huge in Gretsch.
Shelter.
Yeah.
Brian's.
Yeah, that was his big the drunk driving song.
Drunk drive.
He got those big Gretsch, those big wide archtop guitars.
Yeah.
Those big shaggy
Cool
ones.
buddies.
That's what they actually used for the James Bond theme. The original was big old archtop. How's it going, Darn?
Fair to middling.
Used to, there was a guy who was a host on the jewelry show years ago, and he would always say fair to Midland, like they used to make CB radios.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that's how I thought it was, but I think there was a band called that, and that's why.
Yeah.
Oh darn! I went under the house again, and I glued in the new grommets, and I drilled the holes. So
Oh my God.
technically, I could probably go to do it myself. It's up to you, Darn. The way I would have if you were here, it would just be to kind of keep the cable straight going down, but I think I could probably handle it.
fine coming over. Just let me know.
Okay. Yeah, I told Tony before the show, so y'all have to hear the story again.
Yeah.
So I think I said it last week. One of my mic cables stopped working. It was the drum mic, I mean the bass drum. So I had Darren come over just because I hadn't been under the crawl space in years, and I didn't know what was down there, and I just had him here to call the hearse if he needed to. And this is for you, Steve, really, because everyone else kind of knows the story.
Okay.
I went under there, and I went to go to where the mics come up into the office, and they were all severed. All three of them were severed right before I even got to the hole. I'm like, wait a second. A week ago, I did drums for this song, and only one mic wasn't working. I got 3 severed mics. What the heck's going on? And I have no idea, because mic cables, you could pull a car with one. You know, it's they're not just gonna. But somehow mine did. I guess they. Darren's theory was maybe that they were skimmed, you know, from me pulling on them, and that took some of the insulation off, and then maybe they corroded there. Hey, that's Chuck.
Hey, Chuck.
So anyway, I bought a whole new set of cables. I've got 2 extra cables, and I'm going to run them all right. And I've loomed them all up. I'm going to tie them up right. I'm going to not take any shortcuts this time. So hopefully I won't ever have to go under there again. But
now that David's here, I think I'm going to go to the hospital.
What's the matter?
My shoulder fell off.
What?
His shoulder disappeared.
My shoulder fell off.
Oh, the putt used to do that, but no, wait a second. He didn't get, never mind. Yeah, you better go to
I do that. Sometimes my head falls off.
Yeah.
How's it going, Godshot?
It's going.
You're blowing up planets again?
Yeah, well, you know.
That was the funniest scene in Star Wars. I love that. That's what made a good action movie, was the humor, you know.
I was thinking about that. We had to make a Star Wars prequel TV series. Young Tarkin.
Young Ma Tarkin.
Yeah,
Instead of Grandma.
I think he needs his own story.
Yeah, he was an interesting character. I'll give him that.
He does. He has a book.
And he's his mentor is Grand Moff Gary.
Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry's worked. Jerry, doesn't matter. There was
Is that what they're saying is Grand Moff?
Yeah.
MOFF.
Oh, Grand Moff. Well, that must be like a rank or a title.
It is.
Yeah. Why do you think it was Grandma?
Yeah, I always thought it was Grandma.
Now, that chick's ugly.
I'm like, why are we calling him Grandma Tarkin for?
Steve's been going around for 50 years calling him Grandma Tarkin. So.
Yeah. Grandma
You know, if
Tarkin.
you notice,
Well,
I don't
he
ever.
made the best cookies and cinnamon rolls. You
Well,
know?
actually, I thought they
Yeah.
were saying Grand Mal, but then that's like Grand Mal seizures and stuff.
Yeah, they never did it to his face though. So maybe they work on.
I did like that
Grandma.
scene where he had Vader stand down, and, you know, so you kind of knew who was in charge.
Yeah.
So he
I
does.
did like
He
this.
did have a little control over Vader a little bit. It seemed like.
Only they didn't show his feet. He had like socks and sandals.
Oh,
'Cause the
Grandma
boots were
Tarkin.
too-
Yeah.
Yeah, because they had these boots for him, but they wouldn't fit. He was already an old guy.
Yeah.
And
And he wore slippers. Yeah.
yeah, there you go. But Carrie Fisher always had because he was the one played by Peter Cushing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. She had so much respect for Peter Cushing, and she had to yell at him and call him names and be all rude to him. She had a hard time doing that because she had so much admiration for him.
But she didn't have any problem at all saying it to Alec Guinness. Shut up, you little bat.
You know, that reminds me of Lost in Space behind the scenes I heard of is Bob May, who was inside the robot's costume the whole time. They were getting him where he couldn't maneuver, so they'd get him to where he would remove the bottom part of the robot and be able to walk freely, but they would just film him from like
Right.
the midsection up. And there are a couple of scenes, if you get real close, you could see Bob May's feet.
Wait a second. I mean, honestly, are you talking about R2?
No,
No.
I'm talking about the robot,
Robot.
Lost in Space.
Oh, because I
I
was
didn't.
thinking with R2 that you didn't even need a person in that thing. All you needed was a string to make it go up and down, and another
Yeah.
and a little servo or
And
something to make
a
it.
little pedal for his
Yeah.
top to flip up.
Who was
Yeah.
the guy that was inside of R2 costume? What was his name?
Kenny Baker.
Kenny Baker. That's right. Yeah, they put him in there. He also played one of the Ewoks. I found out later too.
Yeah.
I heard the guy that played C-3PO was kind of a douche in real life.
Anthony Daniels.
He's English.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a friend who knew Anthony Daniels personally.
So is
And
he a douche?
I don't know. Well, see, a friend of mine passed away years ago, and I heard them talking, saying they didn't want to tell Anthony because he was filming it, and he didn't want him upset right away, so they had to wait and tell him after filming. His friend passed away.
I think that's the thing about going to the cons with these celebrities is it actually does expose them.
Hmm.
And with the internet the way it is, it doesn't take long for them to build up a rep, whether a good one or a bad one. I think most of them are good. I
Yeah.
think Lou Ferrigno and
I was going to say Lou Ferrigno. We won't go there.
Oh, he's a nice
We've been
guy.
there a bunch of
He
times.
loves everybody. Except you.
Yeah, he doesn't like me.
Well, he gave you an ass contact.
An
Huh?
ass contact?
Yeah,
He
we
touched
did
my
that in the
ass?
we said that in the last show. And you'd have to get the perspective of it by hearing the conversation.
Oh, okay.
Because no, I said he gave you eye contact and nodded. He's like, no, he didn't. He gave me ass contact, and I'm like, this doesn't. He got an ass contact from Lou Ferrigno. So there you go. There's a context.
Yeah, well, I would next time he's at a convention, I will make a concerted effort to try it again. Talk
Just
to him.
yell real loud because he's hard of hearing.
Yeah. And
Well,
Lou!
your childhood crush, Lindsay Wagner, was there, and you didn't even talk to
I
her.
know. I didn't know she was there.
I told you she was going to be there.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, but Lee Majors was there too, and he would have kicked my ass.
Huh?
Isn't Lou Ferrigno like at every Pensacon though? So
Pretty much.
I think he is. He's like in every con, yeah.
Well, people, yeah, they're. I'll go try it again, but I still want to go see Mark Singer. I've said it before. I won't go through the story again, but I want to see Mark Singer. I'm going to actually pay for a autograph.
Yeah,
something,
before I
'cause-
even knew who he was complimenting my draconian costume, and he says that's an awesome costume. It could be used in any movie. He said, that's great, and we asked if we could get a picture with him. And that's before. This was in 2007. This is before I even knew that would have been taboo to ask someone for a picture without paying them.
Mhm.
And he did. I got a picture with him on my drum wall wall with the celebrities.
I'll
And
bet
then
you if I.
He
Yeah,
also
go ahead.
told me about as a robot 10 years later that he was worried that I was going to, because I had a Velcro. It was like a robot losing a shoestring. He was telling me he didn't want me to trip on it. Isn't that nice?
Oh, yeah. He's a hell of a guy.
Yeah.
Taking the
very
time
nice.
to come saying he wasn't ignoring me. That was cool.
Yeah, he's right up at the top as far as celebrities, as far as I'm concerned, as far as him being nice.
I bet you if I asked him to be on this show, he probably would.
Ask him.
If I find a way to contact him, maybe. Don't bank.
You
don't- don't-
got your pro account on IMDb, so now you can get in contact
No,
with
I
him.
let that go again. I can get it back. It's not that hard.
Just give me a heads up. Give me a heads up if you get him on the show so I can watch anything he might have been in because I don't think I've ever seen
He
him.
was in V. He did. I think he did a
Oh,
soap
okay.
opera.
Oh, yeah. I remember because
The original V.
Yeah,
V,
yeah. Well,
Yeah, and he was also the
if I
Breastmaster.
talk about a show, you can assume the original.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
And he was also the
'Cause that's just the way I am.
Beastmaster.
Oh,
Breastmaster.
well, I want to see that one anyway. But V, before that show came on, I was at back when the Spruce Goose, the Howard Hughes 8-engine flying boat was on display near the Queen Mary, and I was down there, and it was under this big dome, and I was down there taking a look at the Spruce Goose, and they had a live promo thing. They had a bunch of, I don't think they were the real actors, but they were dressed up in the V, and they were jumping around, and they had lasers that would shoot. I don't know how they did it back then because this is real life.
Oh, yeah.
They were shooting like beams out, and it was quite entertaining.
That's cool. Yeah, they.
And remember-
I remember when they filmed V. the original series, they would actually use locations on site. So wouldn't be surprising if he ran into filming location.
Yeah, but that was a promo kind of deal.
It was a mini series, wasn't it?
Right, it was a mini series, and then they expanded it to a regular series.
It started out as a movie.
I saw the mini series. I didn't like it. But
I think David St. Hubbins' girlfriend was in it, and also Robert Englund, who was Freddy from Freddy the
I do
Dreamers.
remember him in there.
Yeah,
but he was all meek and playing with mice and stuff. He wasn't
I forget what name character he was. It was that doesn't matter.
Steve.
Oh.
Yeah, that was his name.
You have two opportunities. He's going to be at Pensacon in February of 2026, and then he's going to be at MegaCon in Orlando in March of 2026.
Mark Singer?
No, Lou Ferrigno.
He's going to be. He's going to be here when in January?
February at Pensacon, and then March in MegaCon.
Well, we've ruled out Pensacon.
Menzicon.
We're not smart enough for that convention.
I'm going to Menzicon.
It sounds like the YMCA. Hang out with all the boys.
Menzicon. No,
how did that shit get so popular back then?
YMCA?
I think people didn't. I honestly did not know that they were
gay.
Well, it's a young male Christian association. You wouldn't think that would be a.
That was the Navy. Well, the Navy was actually, because the Navy's usually pretty rumbuggery in the
Navy
lash.
was gay. Gosh.
Yeah, they always thought that sailors were that, and I'm like, well, sailors, the Navy, they're a little more respectable and
construction workers.
Construction workers.
They're not gay.
Because I've heard people go,
police officers.
Oh, don't get me started on those. I am so pissed off with police right now. Oh my God.
What'd you do?
Nothing. All these corrupt cop police videos I've been watching. I mean, it's just
they're probably AI too.
They're what?
They're probably AI too. It's like you can't trust anything anymore.
AI is its number one goal, especially on YouTube, is to piss people off and get them upset and depressed.
I don't think these are real cop cam.
Even if it's real, that's what the whole algorithm does now. It just tries to get you depressed.
You got to quit. Just stop watching the videos.
Well, the thing is, it's true though. The way the cops are corrupt. I got a new term that I started loving. Every when I start going out Ubering, like 4 o'clock on a Sunday morning, I'll go out to racetrack, get me, the convenience store, get me a cup of coffee, and there's cops convention right there in the parking lot. And I saw one of the videos call it a pig pile. I'm like, oh, I like that name. Pig pile. Oh,
there you go.
That's funny. It's just so pig. Sometimes I keep forgetting Godshock used to be a cop. So. Sorry, Godshock. I'm bad. Pig pile. I just lost it when I heard that.
So how you doing, Godshock?
I'm here. I'm kind of regretting coming on now.
Oh, the amount of times they made fun of me.
What, for being a cop?
No, Tony calls me a retard in like every episode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Godshock, I wasn't coming down.
Now, to quantify that comment, or that whole statement, I even get pissed off at some of that shit now because I was like, this wasn't the law enforcement I was involved in, so.
Yeah.
Oh, the videos I was talking about, you mean?
Yeah, I see some.
Well, all you had to deal with were little short cartoon kids.
Yeah.
So you're saying
Cartwright was like the biggest problem.
Some of this is made up, do you think, then?
Everything's made up.
I don't know if it's made up or I don't know if you're just not seeing the whole story.
No, you can assume that.
Do you remember about 10 years ago, there was a surveillance video of a parking lot at a supermarket. And some woman, she was like, blah 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 to her kid out there, and everybody, oh, they just like that was like the beginning of cancel culture. They canceled this lady somehow for like being a kid abuser and this and that. And I mean, she didn't like smack him in the head or any, but she was, doing, shaking and blah blah blah, not shaking a baby, but blah blah. And it's like that's all you see. You didn't see what the kid did to deserve it.
Yeah.
It's like.
Well, the video I watched today, it showed from beginning to end, this lady and her father were driving. This is in California. They had 3 little kids in the back seat, and they were heading home to San Francisco, and they had pulled off the road to switch drivers. They had done nothing wrong, and all of a sudden you see cops pulling up. They took her out, and it just went south from there. I won't go into the details, but
I saw that video.
She ended up with a $17 million federal lawsuit against the police.
Oh, nice.
Did she win anything?
Why can't
Yep,
why can't any of that shit happen to me?
I
gotta look
and
around.
leave out the juicy part.
Yeah.
They just escalated from the minute. All they were doing was switching, and this cop just went detain her, because they just said, get back in your car, blah, 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 this is a stop. And
Were they on the freeway or?
it was off the side of the freeway
So
because...
what, did they hit her? What did they do?
Oh, they beat her up. They put her
They beat
unconscious. She
her
was
up?
out for 5 minutes. Pulled her to the ground, smashed her face, and
Okay, well,
she won.
that's what I'm just saying. This, you left that part out of the story, so it's like we saw the intro and then we saw the closing credits.
I guess I would try not to be gory, but I guess that part of it.
Don't be
important,
gory.
But she won the $17 million lawsuit.
If Al Gore had used that for his campaign, he might have won. Be gory.
Yeah, there you go.
Be gory.
No, but that's what I got to do is like just go walk around, go all around, and see if there's like anybody holding a phone up filming, and I'll just call them the Q word or something and have them film me, and then they'll put it on, and then I'll get a GoFundMe for $8 million.
Oh, and the cops, they just hate people with cameras. If you stand on a public sidewalk and film a police station or something, the whole police force is out there in front of them.
Hey, it's a new now. They've got the body cams, and everybody else has got cams in their glasses and everywhere else.
Yeah,
I don't like that eye in the sky in the surveillance state, but
Me either.
it will make people behave a little better on both sides. I think you would think.
Yeah.
But see, I on the other hand, I embrace that, Steve.
What? Oh,
When they have
people video.
yeah. Especially when I was giving drivers a ticket for speeding, and I was like, I appreciate you videotaping this. I only have to explain one time on how you need to either pay or show up in court.
yeah.
Well, I'm not saying that it's all the time. I'm not saying there are more corrupt than there are good cops, but I'm just saying that the corrupt is out there and it's out of control.
But it's always like the half dozen guys who make it shitty for everybody else. But the thing about the police body cam is they were saying, oh, we got to have all the police having body cams because of police brutality and all this bullshit. And so they get the body cams on, and every incident is right by the book, and the cops in the right in every one. Oh, we don't want them to have body cams anymore.
No, that's not what they say. What they say is we've doctored the videos. That's their...
Yeah, right.
Tony, you're coming in a little overmodulated.
Yeah, I've been turning the mic down a bit. Well, I turned it down in film jog.
Earbuds in.
Yeah.
Well, when I played Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit, I'd have this
Sure,
super car going through the desert, going 200 miles an hour, and all of a sudden this cop's on my ass. And speeding around, and I'm getting away, and all of a sudden he bangs into me. And I crash, and he crashes. And then he goes over to my window and says, I'm just going to give you a warning, but hey, keep it down in the future, will you? And I'm like, no, I don't want to speed anymore. He was nice. It's like, I don't want to, kind of game over.
In the cops' defense, though, I do believe some of these so-called auditors will instigate problems that doesn't need to be out there. Yeah, they might be
you never see the
exercising
context,
it right.
Or, they'll start the video like at the bad part.
Yeah, they do that.
Going all the way back to Rodney King. They didn't show him resisting the cops or driving his Hyundai at 120, which I still don't understand how he managed that. You don't go that fast.
Maybe it was downhill and neutral.
Might have been.
But these auditors do instigate a lot of shit that they shouldn't be doing. There's no reason. I mean, yeah, they can technically videotape these things that they do, but why? I don't get that, you know.
Hey, Godshot. Not to change the subject. Let's change the subject.
Please change the subject.
Hey, Godshot, you got a book?
No, I have several books. Which one do you want?
Any of them.
One that's funny.
I like the one where we have to kind of guess true or false.
Ah, okay.
I've got weird but true Star Wars facts now. I don't know how that could be true since it's all science fiction, but you know.
I don't know a whole lot about Star Wars, but
he's a Trekkie.
Yeah.
We can.
You guys probably know more about Star Wars.
Tried a couple of them, I guess.
Well, the only guy who had a cool tune was the supposed bad guy. Now, you got to make sure that your eyes are visible, otherwise your camera thing will not. That's an X-ray of your knees.
It's my only remaining Empire Strikes Back trading card from 81.
Oh, let's see. I missed it.
Actually, yeah, below the face actually works better. Yeah. And that is a giant piece of pudding with a cat standing in the middle of it.
It's Wookiee and Leia and the stormtroopers being arrested on Cloud City.
Like
I wonder how much that's worth. Not that you sell your stuff, but it's interesting to know what.
Blast 3PO on Bespin.
Let me show you some show and tell. I forgot about this.
Yeah.
Let me get it.
Steve's got his.
My basketball.
See, I need to get some kind of like a helmet cam or something like that. I mean, the thing is, if I wore that, had that on my rides to and from work, I could, maybe just show some funny things. Or if I get killed, at least you can figure out who did it.
Hey, we'll put Tony's death behind us on our Zoom
call.
So
here we go. Chewbacca's costume, the furry coat was.
Timmy's not back. He's got headphones on.
You don't give a shit about this anyway, though.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy.
Okay, Timmy's back. Go for it, Godchuck.
So Chewbacca's costume was knitted together from goat and yak hair.
False.
Well, that's just what it says. There's no true or false.
Oh, okay. I knew about the yak. I didn't know about the goat.
True then.
Sure.
Wendy likes your background. It's got a big umbrella.
Hello, Wendy.
A big glow-in-the-dark umbrella.
Hey, do you want to see my thing?
Yeah, show us your
God, no. Not again.
So Darren, so this was my Grandpa Lloyd's, one of his model kits.
Oh,
it has
cool.
been assembled.
Wow.
It's got like a custom.
Oh, I love those AMT kits where you could build it stock or you could put like hot rod parts on it.
All the parts are still there?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, I bet you that's worth a penny or two.
Maybe.
Pennies.
So
penny.
We talked about this last time. Darren asked me, my mind was somewhere else, and he asked if I wanted models. And I told you the models story that kind of just brought back memories. I'm like, I don't have a place for them and stuff. But he kept them anyway, thinking I'd change my mind. So I did, because he showed them to me. So here's a Swift. My grandpa had a Globe Swift. And this is a model probably from the 40s or 50s.
The bag is kind of low, too.
Yeah, and it's actually unbuilt, but they're wooden. And you see where my grandpa had drawn on it.
Is that a helicopter?
No, it's an airplane.
Okay.
You can see it.
Okay. Yeah, the bag kind of has a glow on it.
So here's some other models. Now this one's more modern, but it's unopened, still in the cellophane. It's a
Yeah,
Oh,
tilted. Yeah, there you go.
go.
Okay, but the rest of these I'm going to show are actually vintage, from like the 50s, early 60s. So here's one.
Oh, nice.
727.
Oh, it's 727. Oh,
Yeah.
that's not
That was the
assembled?
first.
Nope. It's
Oh, I
totally,
would.
they're
Well,
Not
not
even
totally
like that,
not
yeah.
assembled. They're,
Oh,
the
that'd be
first,
cool to
First plane I ever
assemble.
flew in was a 727.
Look at that. You ever gonna put it together?
no, I'm just going to leave them.
Okay.
I think that the first one I ever flew in when I was like 15 going to California was a 727, and we took a 747 back. So there's that one. This is a Convair 880 Superjet.
Oh, sweet.
Ah.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
See,
Where'd
he
you
worked
get
for-
all
my-
these?
My grandpa was a mechanic for TWA. That's why they're all TWAs.
Oh, nice.
Now
Yeah,
here
those
is
are collector's
a-
items, man.
They are. This is a DC-3.
Yeah.
Oh, so sweet.
I'm trying to figure out where the camera.
It's hard to do.
Yeah. And the last one is a Super G Constellation.
Oh, nice. Oh, look at that.
That's what I made Molly into in that Transforma. I looked up one of them. I think it was the Constellation. It was worth $100 on eBay, and that was
Wow.
one of
Yeah,
the smaller
that's,
models.
What do you think
So,
those are worth? Think those are
Um,
worth a couple hundred?
I guess I couldn't even find the big ones. I couldn't find these big ones on eBay or anything.
Mm.
So it'd be super rare.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I had a model of the Enterprise, Starship Enterprise, and I had a bitch putting that together. The nacelles wouldn't stay on. I tried popping them and gluing
Pain in
them.
the ass trying to get those things lined up.
Oh, yeah.
Because like
I always got
they
them
used one of those kits in the Doomsday Machine, didn't they? You know, the big burrito.
Oh, did they really? They
Yeah,
used one
Decker's
kit?
ship was like a Revell kit or a.
Oh, was it? Oh, wow.
And that's why it was like NCC 1071 because they cut the decal and flipped the 2 digits.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was so mad I never got those nacelles even. No matter what I did, it's such a bitch.
You're going to have a screwed up warp bubble.
Yeah, you are.
They got to be aligned perfectly, I would imagine.
Yeah, but I mean, I came close, but then then I would finally get it together and it looked okay, and I'd find a way to display it, and I hung it from the ceiling. I used real strong like fishing wire or fishing line, and I come home one day and it had fallen.
Yeah.
Well, because I didn't want to put it on the pedestal stand that it had, because I had a cat and he liked to jump and knock things over. So I thought, well, I hang it from the ceiling. But, well, that didn't work. But those airplanes, those would be cool to put together and hang from the ceiling too.
That's how we know that flat earthers are wrong. Because
What?
if the earth was flat, then cats would have knocked everything off it by now.
That's true. That's good. I like that. Yeah, I believe it.
So, the Statue of Liberty used to be a lighthouse. The Statue of Liberty is technically a lighthouse and was at one point under the operation of the Lighthouse Board. However, it never properly functioned as a lighthouse.
Really?
False.
Is that
This
true
is-
or false?
That's
This is
not
not
a
a
true or
true or
false.
Oh, it's just like statistics. Yeah. I could see where it would have been a lighthouse. I guess the torch is supposed to be the light, I guess.
Why do you think it's a web up? It says
I thought that was
JP
supposed to be a
right
present from like the French.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
There's actually an exact duplicate of the Statue of Liberty in Paris, but it's a much smaller version of it.
And it doesn't have that stupid ass poem on it.
Yeah. There's another one, real miniature one. Kind of like on the Susquehanna River in Pennsylvania. Like around Lancaster or Harrisburg. I think it's around Harrisburg.
What were you saying, Darren?
The French were drunk when they wrote that poem.
No, it
And besides, they were inviting people to go somewhere else. So from their perspective,
Yeah,
it's
that-
kind of cool.
The poem was not part of the statue at all. There was a big fundraiser to pay for it, and somebody wrote that poem for the fundraiser, and then somebody had the bright idea of sticking it on the statue. And
Now, isn't the statue?
Keep your
go ahead, sorry.
Your wretched refuse were full. Sorry.
Now, isn't the Statue of Liberty like originally like bronze, but it's turned green
Copper.
over the
Well,
copper?
Copper alloy.
Oh, so that wasn't painted the color it is today?
No, it just
It's
is
kinda
copper
faded?
oxide.
Well, you know how a copper penny
Oh.
turns green after a while.
So if they melted it down, we got another 10 years worth of pennies right there.
There you go. Yeah, sure.
Probably too late for that, I guess.
So they
Yeah,
just continued
stopped
pennies.
the production of pennies back in like his first term
I don't understand
Actually,
why.
Yeah,
because they cost
well,
more to make than they're worth.
Yeah, they cost like 3 cents to make a penny, 3 or 4 cents, even though they're
Really?
nothing but zinc and basically copper electroplating.
So pennies aren't worth crap then.
Yeah, and the company that makes the blanks for the coins, he's like, no, the world will end. You know, if you stop pennies. So,
I don't know why. I don't know why at this point we haven't just gone to a credit and debit system. You know,
We have.
We don't
How
want
much
that.
cash do
Pretty
you carry?
I
Some
have
people-
no cash.
I don't
Me
need to
either.
carry cash. I don't either.
You don't
Here's
want
the
that
thing.
though. You don't want the government to be able to turn you off because they would love that. I think England's going there already, and people are protesting.
They did
Problem
that.
is bad thing about carrying cash is I can never stop at a garage sale because I never carry cash on me.
Good.
So I got the guitar, the one that for the really really guitar.
hmm
Yeah, you know, the main guitar.
Yeah.
And it was the main Saturdalia guitar, but I haven't played it since Saturdalia, but this is it.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
That's what really was played on.
Yep. It's a Maserite copy. And it doesn't do justice. It's candy apple, very metallic, very pretty. You can't see it on the
Mhm.
Zoom. It's a really pretty guitar. I'm going to get it out and play it on the new album.
There you go.
You ready for this one?
Go for it.
Pennsylvania is misspelled on the Liberty Bell.
Probably.
Oh, is it?
On the Liberty Bell, Pennsylvania is misspelled. It only has one N. This spelling was one of the several acceptable spellings of the name at that time that it was made.
Right.
Hmm.
'Cause
Well, it
spelling's-
wasn't really wrong then. It was just
Yeah, spelling really got nailed down, I think, in the early part of the 20th century. When dictionaries started becoming popular. But there you are.
Tony, that's pretty much what my model looked like.
Yeah, that's because when they filmed the Doomsday Machine, they just bought like whoever made AMT made the kit back then. I don't know, Aurora, forget who, but
So they actually
just
just
got an
made a
enterprise
model.
kit and built the model and put the cigarette lighter to it, and that's why it's 1017,
Yeah.
which is non-canonical because 1700 was the first Constitution class. And then Enterprise was 1701. They should have cut the decal to make it 1710 instead of 1701. That would have fit.
Yeah.
So what's the
better.
story behind that? What was it in?
You remember the Star Trek episode with the big burrito that ate everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Commodore Decker's ship.
Was that Defiant? Is that the Defiant?
No, that's
It says
Constellation.
right down
Oh,
there.
Constellation. Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
He was that guy that was all stupid. That guy.
Don't
That
you
was-
think I know that?
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Commander Richard that said stupid.
Yeah.
That was Captain Decker's dad from the motion
Yeah.
picture.
Mhm.
Yeah. And the Elvis guy who did the Star Trek Continued, I think it was his one. One of his first episodes he did, William Wyndham was still alive, and so he's Kirk, and he goes back in time to the 60s, and he finds that that Decker wasn't killed in the big burrito. He was just transported back into time.
Yeah, I saw that episode. That was
So
pretty
he's
cool.
an old dude living in a suburban house, and then
And
they
the
open the garage
shuttlecraft's in the
door, and the
garage.
fucking the shuttlecraft is in the garage.
So are those considered canon?
No,
They're fanfic.
Well, maybe they
Bad
should
version.
be.
they were done really
They can't be
good.
any worse than the shit the stuff they're putting out. You know,
It's just I could never buy that Elvis guy as Captain Kirk.
Oh, I loved him. He was a great Kirk.
I like Victor Mignon a lot.
They were well produced, but the politics were just ladled on just too much. You know, the politics in the regular Star Trek, it was all there, but they did it with some taste, you know. They didn't just pour it over the top.
well, somebody in movie chat had said that, you know, Star Trek from 1966, it was like the first woke this and that, because they had, you know, black lady and a Chinese guy, and I'm just like, no, they were diverse. Woke was basically a weapon from the globalists that happened, you know, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And some people agreed with me on that. So
Yeah.
You want to hear some? I actually saw an interview with William Shatner this past weekend that they aired, and he said something that made me go, did you know that every other series that William Shatner played in was longer than Star Trek? But the only thing people remember him for is Star Trek. I mean, T.J. Hooker was 5 seasons.
I still can't believe they canceled an iconic show like that so quick.
Well, it wasn't iconic back then, though. That's
You're talking about T.J. Hooker,
it had a good fan base because there were a lot of people protesting it.
Oh, Star Trek,
yeah. Lucy, she was like, "Wah," when they weren't going to read it.
But
even the third season, the new producers were making bad episodes on purpose to sabotage it. It's kind of like the Edsel. There were executives sabotaging the car by like calling it the Edsel and stuff like that, because there was so much jealousy within the company.
They moved the shows to Friday night. Star
and that's
Trek,
why they dumbed down the plots to try to appeal more to kids, because they thought it was going to be a kiddie show, and then it actually wasn't. It was actually a pretty serious grown-up show.
Well, they did that with Land of the Lost, the third season. After Spencer left, to kind of keep the executives off the floor, because he was good at that. When he left, they had their way, and it became a kids show. And instead of like the Twilight Zone kind of stuff, it was just like Gilligan's Island special guest of the day.
What's funny is a lot of shows were like that. Even the Dukes of Hazzard, if you watch the very first season, I think they filmed about the first 4 or 5 shows in Georgia, I think. And Roscoe Coltrane was not a complete idiot.
Yeah, that's right. And I didn't watch it all that much.
Yeah, but the very earliest episodes, and then of course they dumbed him down and made him the comedy relief for the show.
Yeah,
right.
Well, that's because there was a lot of lead in the environment at that time.
Yeah,
everybody got dumber pretty quick.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Speaking of which,
the next fact: cows kill more people each year than sharks do.
Yes.
Yep.
True.
True.
Sharks don't actually kill a lot of people, despite Jaws, the movie, would make you.
Well,
think.
you have to go into the water. If you're not going into the water, what's a shark going to do?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that's a shame about that movie. Is a lot of people started just killing sharks for no reason after that movie. That's
they say that 90% of the people are killed in less than 6 feet of water. And it's like, well, yeah, there very few people are killed by sharks in a forest or out in the middle of the ocean where there people aren't in the water.
Yeah. Whereas cows, man, you look at a cow, man, that thing is
miles from, what?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just said they say most car accidents happen within 10 miles from here. Well, nobody ever goes past 10 miles from their house except once a year.
Most driving occurs within 10 miles of your house.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Well, the other thing is when you're close to home, you let your guard down because you think you're in a safe environment, and you're still. All it takes is that one asshole in the late model Camaro flying out of the fucking cul-de-sac at 40 miles an hour. Well, that's me, but I mean that's my situation. But I think everybody's got the same situation. The one neighbor with a loud car goes by, and everybody else is careful, but you get the one guy
or the asshole with the diesel truck.
Yeah,
Darren got to experience them. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think scorpions kill like 1,000 times more people than sharks do.
Oh, I thought you were giving me an idea of what to do with the guy with the diesel truck. You know,
Oh,
scorpions,
I
you
did.
can plant them at the right
well, I
spot.
just did. Yeah, that was my whole point.
Scorpions. I don't think anybody's actually been killed by a scorpion.
Actually, and I agree with this is where I agree with Tony. There is never, if you actually look it up, there's not one recorded medical death of a scorpion sting in the United States.
Yeah.
I beg to differ. I saw it on an internet meme.
Okay.
Well, that was a frog.
what I
It wasn't a
understand,
person. It was a frog.
From what I understand, out here, I think it's about like getting stung by a wasp. I think.
Yeah.
But our scorpions here are pretty small, and they're really clear. They're hard to
No,
see.
you go to Australia, all bets are off because the damn
Oh, yeah,
bunny
of
rabbits
course.
will fucking kill you.
Yeah. That one of
The
the Monty
most-
Python was an Australian bunny rabbit.
Yeah.
The deadliest scorpion on Earth is actually kind of in the area of Saudi Arabia, Israel, Syria, Jordan. It's called an Israeli gold. and believe it or not, and they call it a two-step scorpion because that's how many steps you got before you.
Oh boy, you know what? Our president right now, he's being very controversial and he's losing fans because was promised a bunch of Israeli gold, and I don't think he knows what's coming.
Now it doesn't give me now it doesn't tell me who it was, but the next fact is the shortest war in history lasted for only 38 minutes. Doesn't say by who or by what. That's the fact.
then
One of those
even
European things, and I think like one side didn't even show up.
Yeah.
What's it, Luxembourg? That country is the size of Rhode Island.
Yeah, there's two countries like that in Europe. There's Luxembourg, which I think you can kind of like drive a car across, and there's another one called Liechtenstein, which I don't even think if you jump up and down, you're already crossing the border. It's like,
Well, isn't there one between France and Spain called Andorra or something like that, or that's
Probably.
really tiny?
yeah, and they
You're
came up
thinking
with
of Alderaan.
That
Oh,
was it.
that's it. That's it. Yeah. Well, you see what's happening to Alderaan
That's
behind me
right.
here. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
was so
guess that,
funny.
that only took like 38 minutes from start to finish.
Yeah.
That scene. Hey,
And
wait a sec.
they use the same camera switching board to fire that weapon as I used to use when I worked at the old company doing camera switching. We had a Grass Valley group. It had the same knobs, the T-shaped handles and all. Exact same thing.
the faders.
Yeah,
Pretend you were blowing up planets with it?
yeah.
I would have.
Mostly this one.
The thing I didn't like about the Alderaan scene is when he and she's Princess Leia's crying and he hits it, that sound effect with the they could have at least had like an explosion sound effect.
Oh, no.
Well, in space,
Slide
nobody
whistle.
can hear you go.
That was her. That wasn't the planet.
Actually, I disagree, Darren. I actually think it was Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Grandma Tarkin.
Yeah, Grand Moff Tarkin. It was
I
time
didn't
for him to
think
go
that
eat his up.
that would have been funny if Grandma Tarkin's made some really nice cinnamon rolls and everybody scrambles to get the cinnamon rolls.
Well, I mean, Leia did come into the room and say she recognized his foul stench, so he was already in there busting ass. So
Yeah.
Well, I thought that was his feet, his sandals.
Actually, contrary to popular belief, feet only stink when you stick them into a sock or a shoe.
Yeah.
They like revolt.
Then you yell at him, "Feet, don't fail me now."
Yeah.
Now here you go. Did you know that the snow in the Wizard of Oz is actually asbestos?
Ooh, yeah, I think I have heard that.
True.
True. There you go.
But at least they weren't like rolling in it like It's a Wonderful Life. I think in A Wonderful Life they were using like soap like a laundry. They were doing something
like
in there. That,
yeah.
I don't think it was asbestos.
Well, back in the day, actors used to get pensions because they'd keep working for the same studio. And if you throw asbestos on them, that's less money the company has to pay out over time.
Right.
Yeah, Howard Hughes figured that out. Hey, why don't we send John Wayne and all those people to that nuclear test site to make that movie? Attila the Hun movie or whatever.
Yeah, the Conqueror.
The
He
Conqueror.
he played Genghis Khan. John Wayne played Genghis Khan. And that wasn't
And the
bad
movie
enough. They had to
bombed,
put them.
too.
They had them all in a nuclear test site. And so all these people, John Wayne, Susan Hayward, Dick Powell, all these guys who didn't do anything but smoke 4 packs of cigarettes a day, all got cancer.
I think it's like 50-50 with cigarettes. Some people just get really old and never get it.
I had an uncle who lived to like be 98, 99 years old. I don't know what exact age, but he like rolled his own damn cigarettes every day and smoked like 50 of them. You know, it was.
Yeah, but even if you're one of the, and I disagree. I think it's a slim minority, but even the people who do, it ages you. You know, it just tears your body up. Makes
then he
people's
also
teeth all yellow and fall out and everything.
And then he also ate like half a pig a day. You know, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I can't imagine
How could
having
he
the patience
get
to
the
roll
cute
50
butt?
cigarettes a day. I tried rolling one once and it was like, this is bullshit.
Because I just remember him putting it in there and going, you know, licking the.
Oh, those were
in the-
joints.
No, it wasn't marijuana.
I've got bolt cans from my grandpa Lloyd with his top
Oh, yeah.
tobacco that you roll the cigarettes because that's how he did it.
But it killed him
He did.
when he was like 85, though. So
Was he that old?
he was in his 80s.
No. He'd have still been with us. He'd have been on BabbleGab if he hadn't smoked. Well, he would have been a fit on this show.
Yeah.
Could you imagine him and Tony talking about planes? We would have just been hanging up.
Yeah.
Where's Neb at? I thought you guys were talking about Neb.
He was
Yeah,
here from
we-
5:20 till 6:04.
And then got off before the show came on, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, because he had to
his
go
work
his,
schedule. So we
All
tried
right.
to get him on so we could talk about potentially doing some pre-roll segments with him to kind of get him on the show as maybe have a false start where it's like we start off the show with him and then he like executes himself and then it's a funner way to start the show off than us like how do we share this thing and all this other stuff. Although now that we're not on Facebook and stuff, we usually share it before the show goes.
Yeah.
Can grizzly bears swim?
Oh, bears love the water.
Yeah, they can. I've seen them swim across.
All right, I'm never going back in the ocean.
That's right. But monkeys can't swim, so that's
That's good.
yeah, that's at least good. Wasps can swim.
Yeah, I'm not going in the water.
So blood banks in Sweden notify the donors when their blood is used.
Makes sense.
I
I
mean,
think that could make you feel good, but if it's like they find out it's tainted, then it make you feel bad. It'll like open you up to a lawsuit or something.
There were signs when we moved in around here, and they were like, "Don't donate blood." And I'm like, "That's kind of weird." Then I finally read it, and it's like a mosquito control company.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
And I thought it was just some weird political movement.
Wouldn't that have been funny if you just didn't read into it and you never donated blood again because you saw that?
Yeah.
And,
Yep.
there must
Here's
be-
one.
Sure, yeah.
Here's one for Timmy. Creedence Clearwater Revival has the most number 2 Billboard hits without ever hitting number 1.
True.
I'd say true. Sounds right.
Well, it's not true or false. It's just statements.
Well, you need to word it in a way that we can guess something.
That's what I say. Okay, Creedence Clearwater Revival has the most number 2 Billboard hits without ever hitting number 1.
So
True.
word it next way. What band? What band had?
No, let's just keep pretending that we think it's a question.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay.
Oh, there's Steve.
Hey, here's one for Darren. The next one.
Okay,
Goats have rectangular pupils in their eyes.
that's true. That's true.
Because nobody cares because nobody looks at a goat's eyes.
They're creepy little bastards.
Yeah.
A little bit of
Cat's eyes go this way. Goat's eyes go this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a little bit of CCR trivia was that in the early, John Fogerty, he was just a dynamo. The way he could write and sing and do it. I mean, he carried that band. He carried them, -1 to the top several times, right? They were superstars. And the rest of the band, they just basically mutinied in the early 70s. And they were like, you're a dictator. You don't let us write anything, this and that. And they just would not let off. And finally, it was for the Mardi Gras album from like 72 or 70. He was just like, okay, you got it. You get your way. And it was a shit album. They wrote their stuff and it was just like, all of them. None of them had any talent. And the only song that John Fogerty, I think, did on the album was Sweet Hitchhiker, which again was another hit. The rest of them were just shit. And it broke up the band. And all of their songs were just like saying that he was a slave driver. And all of their songs. And it's just like...
Yeah, and that's something they never had a #1. That's amazing.
And then...
Speaking of #1, I'll be back.
Okay.
Well, they should have covered My Ding-a-Ling.
I think they broke up before that song came out.
Yeah. Yeah, Chuck Berry, we talked about that before. Chuck Berry had all this great music, and My Ding-a-Ling goes into #1. I'm like, what? But really? It's a cute song, but #1, really?
And the next one's actually kind of up Tony's alley. Did you know pilots and co-pilots are required to eat different meals before flights so that they don't both end up with food poisoning?
Airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because of Zero Hour, which is what Airplane was based off of.
I heard somewhere not long ago that the snow in the Wizard of Oz was asbestos. I don't know where I heard that.
Yeah. And I think there's a rumor that the snow in It's a Wonderful Life was cornflakes, but it was they had something else that they'd cooked up, and I don't think it was asbestos, but it was something that looked like snow. And that scene, of course, was filmed in the summertime, and everybody's sweating their guts out, and there's just snow everywhere.
The Brady Bunch scene with Marcia with Oh My Nose, she had actually had an injury to her nose or something, her face or something. She was in an accident or something not long before it. I'd heard that.
Yeah. So was her nose really swelling up?
That's what I was wondering, but...
Now, did they use a stunt nose?
Stunt nose, yeah.
I don't know, but when that ball hits her, I would think that if her nose was actually injured, she wouldn't want that ball anywhere near her nose.
Well, that was actually like a Nerf football that hit her, actually.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you had a broken nose that was swollen, would you want even a Nerf football coming at you like that? I can't imagine. No, anyway, I'll continue the CCR thing.
Go ahead.
So we know that John Fogerty was sued by his manager because his song "Old Man Down the Road" sounded too much like "Run Through the Jungle."
Oh yeah.
And so he was sued over his own song. It was his ex-band members that went and were stool pigeons and told on him with his manager. He's got a song that sounds like, what assholes.
That sounds like him.
John Fogerty didn't own any CCR songs?
I sold them all for $2. I think Michael Jackson bought them all.
And here's the next thing is for Darren.
Okay, true.
Sure. The dark region on the north pole of Pluto's moon Charon is called Mordor.
Oh, nice.
False.
Sure.
Are these true facts or science fiction movie facts?
I think this is a Star Wars book.
This is that one that says dynamite is made from peanuts.
Yeah.
No, it was made from Jimmy Walker.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I lost both of my one's back.
Oh man, that's gotta hurt. You need some pain pills?
It's phasing in and out like Captain Kirk in that one episode where he, kept phasing in and out of,
That's why I don't take
Web, which I haven't seen
transporters.
in a long time. No, that's when it turned him into a little dog with a spike on its head.
What about the one where they went on the transporter thing, the booth, and it was just Kirk's clothes, and then he's back on the planet naked.
Yeah. And then that was when they went to the Nazi planet. They were trying to beam McCoy down. Beam him down naked if you have to.
Yeah, back in those days, the technology to make the beaming effect, they all had to freeze and spot because they did the camera tricks. But the newer ones, they can still be moving around and still fade out, and the technology's gotten better for beaming.
Yeah.
Not that it matters any.
Yeah, I'm not going to be doing it.
No. If they had transporter technology today, would anybody get into it?
Hell
Would anybody
no.
try?
It turns you into get Jeff Goldblum.
No, yeah.
Like if transporters became the way of the transportation mode of transportation.
Because nobody can decide whether it just basically destroys you and then rebuilds you somewhere else.
Yeah,
You just hope that your soul makes the trip.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting concept if the guy's soul didn't make it with him, you know. Wendy said the original actor who was going to play the Tin Man was Ravaz's Buddy Epps, and he ended up having issues to make it.
That bothered him for years afterwards.
Well, it's because they had it in a powder and he inhaled it and it went into his lungs. So the next guy, they made it into a paste.
Yeah.
They should have done that to start with. There were a lot of weird stories from that, you know.
Well, yeah, they damn near burned up Margaret Hamilton.
Yeah. Yeah, they burned her hands really bad. And then the next woman, after she got back and was on, after her injury, they wanted her to be on that flaming broom with the pyrotechnics, and she said no, she wasn't going to get anywhere near flames again after that. Yeah. So they got a stunt double, and the stunt double was on the damn broom, and the broom blew up or whatever, and she had to have like a hysterectomy because of it.
Jeez.
There was a lot of bad stories from there. You know, Judy Garland, of course, the way they drugged her up and everything to keep her slim.
Yeah.
But that wasn't just them. That was just Hollywood in general.
Yeah.
By the way, hi guys.
Hey, Miss Vicky.
Hey, Vicky.
They said, hey.
I'm going to bed.
Okay.
Play on the computer.
Good night.
I'm not going to sleep.
It is stuffy in here.
Yeah, it is.
So,
yeah, I got the windows closed. It's been colder. We had rain almost solid from like Thursday to yesterday, and a little bit today, and it's probably going to rain some more Thursday, Friday. It's just so unusual for out here.
You know what I think would be interesting? You know how Facebook, Darren wouldn't know, but you know how on Facebook you wake up in the morning and it gives you memories? Hey,
Yeah.
This is what you did a year ago, this and that, or,
Oh, yeah.
What if Amazon did that? Hey, you remember when you returned those, those freezer packages because they were too small?
Well, you can go to memory. You can go to your old orders and say, "Oh, you ordered this and there." It's like, wow, ordered that then.
That's kind of one of the nice things about getting older, is I can make Amazon orders and the next day not remember what they were, and it's like getting a surprise. It's like,
yeah.
Oh,
Two surprises.
You what?
And then you get another surprise when you get your credit card bill.
Yeah. Well, I use the Amazon card. I get points back, which actually works out pretty good. If you order a lot on Amazon, you get, let's say every month, every 2 months, you might get $20-$30 off.
Mm.
I've heard that they haven't made a profit yet or something like that on their.
I think they are now. It took like 20 years though.
Yeah.
Bezos was so rich he didn't give a damn. He just because they also are most of the internet backbone nowadays. The servers and all that stuff are owned by them.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they killed Parler.
Oh, is Parler no longer?
Now, they killed it pretty quick because they were using the Amazon servers, and they went with Apple and they colluded to get rid of Parler, which is totally illegal. That's like antitrust. I can't believe they got away with that.
Yeah. Oh, because it was too conservative.
Yeah, but they can't do that. You can't have just two corporations knowingly collaborate to snuff out a company. You just can't do that.
Well, didn't Trump start his own, like, Truth Social or something like that?
Yeah, but he's the only one that's there.
Yeah.
I thought Elon Musk owns Twitter now and calls it X.
Yeah.
I mean, X is still going strong, but and the lefties, they tried to do Threads, that didn't work, and then they tried to do Blue Sky, and it's just people, murderers and stuff.
They had, what was that senator from Pennsylvania? The stroke guy.
Fetterman.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
Fetterman,
heard him talking, and he's recently, last week, and he said he asked his people on the social media which ones are the hardest on him, and they said no hesitation, it was Blue Sky, because all the other ones, Twitter and everything, that he said the conservatives just say mean things about him. But on Blue Sky, they're like, I hope you die, and I hope your children find the body. And
oh, that's wrong. That's just. I don't care what your political views. That's just wrong. I don't care what political views you are.
Yeah.
That reminds me. I just found out Dick Cheney passed away.
Yeah. That's why the flags have been at half mast for the last week.
I didn't know that.
On the 3rd.
Died on the 3rd. Yeah, November 3rd.
Died on a turd.
Yeah.
Yeah, died on the
like
3rd.
Elvis.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of his.
I wasn't either.
He's like that guy, Lindsey Graham, huge, like in the warmonger.
Yeah.
His daughter, she's another nutcase.
Oh, God.
yeah,
What's her name? Linda Cheney or something like that.
Liz.
She was behind the whole.
Liz, yeah.
Grandma.
She was the one behind the whole.
Grandpa Cheney.
She was the one behind the whole January 6th Muppet Show thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she was surprised when she lost her re-election in Wyoming by a record numbers.
Yeah.
I think Wyoming's weird. They have one congressman and 2 senators.
Yep.
That just one out of the whole big state.
Yep.
I think so.
There's
I
nobody
could be
there.
wrong.
It's just
Because of the population.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah.
Big state, but small population.
Yeah, it's mostly just tauntauns.
yeah.
That's where I
Well,
first
the
met
problem is
Timmy
that
the first
all
time.
those states, all the western states, water is a big thing. It's just not enough water to support, a large population.
Yeah. That's where I first met Timmy, is up in Wyoming. Him and Gracie were living out in Colorado, and me and Vicky were visiting our son out there. They drove up. It was kind of nice to meet Timmy and Gracie then.
If anything happened to the water supply for Los Angeles, it'd be a ghost town.
Oh yeah.
Probably Phoenix, because I think they get the water from the same place.
Yeah.
So I heard people were leaving California like crazy anyway because of the economy. And
Oh, that's been for 20, 30 years.
yeah. I would not want to live there. I mean, I think California is a beautiful state, but the government, everything's so whacked.
Yeah, you got to be
It's
really,
spread to the
really
rest of the
rich, or
country. You're not going
really
to get away
poor.
from it.
Yeah. I worry about if we ever lose, the governor here in Florida, brain fart.
Yeah.
DeSantis.
DeSantis. I mean, yeah, he's got issues, but I mean, he's been the best we've had. I mean, he kept us alive and functioning during the COVID. He didn't do all this panicky shit.
Hope he doesn't
Do you
step
think
on a scorpion.
Yeah. Did you ever, I wonder if he'd ever run for president. God, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want him. I know Newsom, he's always had his eye on the presidency. God help us all. All right, that's enough, Paul. Any more of that facts in there, that book there, Godstock?
Well, I've just been sitting here reading them while you guys been talking. So,
Oh, I was just waiting.
April 11th, 1954,
Ah,
was recorded as the most boring day in the world.
probably.
Really? Was that the day I was born? No, what
You were
was
born
that? What
then?
happened on that date?
Yeah, I don't even remember it.
Not a
Well,
damn thing.
Not a damn thing. That's why it was the most boring.
Oh, that's weird. Wonder who declared that. That's weird.
So that might be the
Well.
best day in history.
Well, Harry Truman was president, so he just kind of just sat there.
Oh, well, he needed something to declare that day, I guess.
Well, here's another one. Well, kind of
Appreciate
similar to
it.
the one we had before. Selfies, that you take kill more people than sharks.
Yep.
Selfies?
Yeah, again, sharks don't really kill people. Like what, 7 people a year, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're sitting on the edge of a cliff taking a picture of yourself
Yeah.
With a shark. With a shark.
with
Or
a shark,
or standing in front of a bison at Yellowstone Park, and get
God.
wasn't there one of those people that took a selfie in front of a bison and then the bison trampled him?
Yeah.
Probably.
wouldn't surprise me.
There's videos
That
on
was back in
YouTube.
1976. It was the bicentennial.
Bicentennial.
Boo.
That's good.
I think the craziest one was a dad was on the Grand Canyon teasing his daughter, acting like he was going to fall off, and then he flew.
Fell off.
Oh,
But
gee.
I thought how horrifying that must be, but I actually looked into the story.
Was it
and
true?
It's true, but it
She
wasn't
pushed
as
him.
dramatic.
She
What?
pushed him.
No,
He said she pushed him.
she didn't push him, but he acted like he fell, and she's like, "Oh, Dad," and went. So it's not like she saw him fall to his death, but it's like he didn't turn up. When they were getting to the car, the head count. So then they look back, and he didn't like fall all the way down the canyon, but he fell enough to floofy him.
Oh, man.
So it was still sad, but it wasn't as horrifying as just like seeing somebody fall like that. But
It wasn't
There's some of these
final
videos.
destination.
Oh, go ahead.
do it
It wasn't a final destination level.
right.
There are videos on YouTube about this. They show pictures of taken right before they flew feed.
I don't even. What I think it's all clickbait anyway.
Probably. There's a lot of clickbait on there. I'm like,
So it was Black Friday. That was the original Black Friday. Wasn't that the 1929 the stock Wall Street crash?
Yeah.
Where's that
Before
Monday?
the Steely Dan song. And you'd always heard that that people were jumping out of windows, and I think it was people that were being thrown out of windows or pushed out of windows.
Yeah.
Or just losing their balance.
That could be too.
Yeah.
I've lost
Sorry,
my balance before.
I had to go into Picard mode. A hat was killing me.
That's cool.
Okay,
your
your head
head's
just
fine,
during the
Steve.
show.
Your head's fine. We love your head,
I finally got
Steve.
my head buzzed the other day.
Yeah, there you go. The Picard maneuver.
The Picard maneuver.
The Picard maneuver was him always like pulling his.
Yeah.
I know when Lauren does that. I know I get ready to go to the host shot.
Oh, I
She
got to
does that
tell you
with
guys something. I was watching.
Uh-oh.
I watched General Hospital. This is not General Hospital, but I was talking about one of the actresses. You've heard me talk about Jeannie Francis, married to Jonathan Frakes, played Riker. They had met. They had fallen in love on the set. Met on the set of North and South many years ago. And in that episode, Jeannie was talking about how the women all had to wear these push-up bras, and their breasts were like almost exposed. And all the guys, she was saying, were real shy about it, afraid to look at the girls, and real nervous about it. But here comes Jonathan. And this is where Jonathan and Jeannie were just kind of starting to take an interest. And Jonathan walks up to her and he says, "Nice tits." And that's what she knew, that she had to have him.
Was this even before Next Generation? Or?
Well, this is after Next Generation. I think, or during Next Generation or something like that.
I'm going
'Cause
to
he
try
had the
that.
beard.
It sounds more like a Riker thing than a Frakes thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that next time I see an attractive woman in the crowd.
Nice tits.
Just walk right up and let it go. Nice.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you call into Lauren on Tony's show?
Yeah, there you go. But Jeannie,
Goshtalk will do it every day as a different person.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Bob. You know,
Well, he's
I'm
already
interested
signed
in
up
that
with
ring.
them. He already bought like a $59 ring.
Funny.
Is there anything on that show that's $59?
No. Now, where Lauren and I used to work, we also had loose gemstones, and so you could get like little amethysts for like $20 or whatever the hell. But those days are gone.
That art days.
I think as far as finished jewelry, we used to have like stud earrings for like $49, but that was 20 years ago. Not anymore.
So here you go. Only about 100 people speak Latin fluently at any time.
I mean, I can
That
speak
even
pig
sounds
Latin.
high. No, you don't. That even
And-
sounds high.
And 88 of them probably live in the Vatican. So,
Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's
I
true
can
because they're
speak
studying.
pig Latin.
Yeah. No, but the reason we don't sell a lot of cheap stuff is that you have to have like 1,000 operators to take orders to sell enough of it to make it worthwhile.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
And
did
then
She
you-
ain't kidding when she gets up there and say, "Oh, we only got about 2 operators right now, so be patient with us." She ain't kidding.
you need to get the operator from Pink Floyd The Wall.
Yeah.
It's like, there's a man answering, and I hear a coffee pot.
Yeah.
Speaking of Pink Floyd, Darren, were you one of the ones that went with us a few times to go see the Pink Floyd The Wall midnight showing with Ray and
I think I always wanted to, but I don't know if I did or not.
I was scared of the poster because we would. And I was like 12 years old, and you'd be watching before the previews would come. They just show slides on it, and then they would show that horrible painting of the screaming Pink Floyd. And it was disturbing, kind of freaked me out. I'm like, I don't think I want to see that movie. And then a couple of years later, I bought the VHS because I ended up loving it. But that was that when I got into Pink Floyd. Then I, you know,
Were you talking about the movie or the laser show?
who, me?
Yeah.
No, the actual movie that was playing at like Buckingham 10 or wherever it was playing at.
Oh, no. There was like the planetarium they would do.
Yeah,
Pink
they had
Floyd.
the laser show, yeah.
That's what I don't think I ever saw. I don't think I ever saw the movie in the theater.
I think I would have liked to have seen the laser show. Does it like show movies like what they show behind them on the stage on the big trampoline and stuff?
I didn't go, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I assumed it was
We saw the
Planet.
real thing. Darren and I did. You probably did too, Gus Chuck. Sure.
What's that?
I said we went to see them in concert, so we saw the real thing.
Oh,
think
yeah,
you said
yeah.
you saw them in Red Rocks, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw them at Red Rocks and what was it, like 93, 92?
Yeah, we saw Pink Flood.
It was their momentary lapse of reason tour.
It was '88.
Or was it? Okay.
Delicate Sound of Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah, Division Bell was
No,
94.
that's oh.
No, it wasn't 88 because I was here in Georgia. I was in Georgia in 88.
So you probably would have seen the Division Bell tour, the one with the blimps.
No, they had the big circle. They had the big circle with the laser show and shit
Well, they
going
always
on.
do that. They've done
Okay.
that since the '70s. Well, I mean, the Division Bell, they had like 2 blimps at the end.
Mm.
And they ended up cutting up the blimps and selling patches of the skin of the blimps to people.
I think you dreamed that.
No, they did. They had Pink Floyd, and they were psychedelic colored. And I was on Bill Britt's house, cleaning the pine straw off his house, off his roof, and the Pink Floyd blimp went right over my head. It was so amazing. It was so cool. But it kind of sucked too because I didn't have tickets to see them. I really wanted to see their show again.
Did you say they have a blimp?
Yeah.
Do
They
what?
weren't like life size. They were like model blimps, right?
No, they were real blimps. They had.
Okay.
It flew over me.
Right.
Just
No, I've seen the
Google
RC
Google the Pink
blimps.
Floyd Division Bell blimps.
Because I've seen RC blimps. It's just the problem is you can't you either got to fly them indoors or you got to wait for like where there's absolutely no wind at all.
No, they were real blimps. In fact, that's how we knew they were evil. But it's like, oh, cool, they got a blimp.
Yeah.
I mean, they had 2 blimps, so they were really evil. Or it might have been 3
guess.
blimps. But I think it was 2.
Yeah, but did they have a volcano base?
Yeah, I think so.
A lair.
Hello,
I guess it had to be
Tina?
the Division Bell tour.
this is BabbleGab, Tina. We are a bunch of
Yeah,
people
it's just a bunch
who
of old
try
guys.
to entertain ourselves and hopefully others in the process. And I have got a sister or brother channel called the Transferama Network. So some people come over to this channel from there.
Yeah, there's links to that in the show description. Because I'm smart.
And I'm also the frontist of Psychedelic Pop's grooviest cartoon band, Apology Nut.
And
Gosh,
how did
David
I get
down
here?
there is
There's a
police
guy
chief or
named
something.
Al Gore who's got no rhythm, and he like gives people recommendations based on nobody knows what. So you could be watching a video about blimps, and then you get us.
Yeah. Or David Byrne talking heads. How did I get here?
Yeah, in a large automobile. He answered his own question.
Or the thing I always say, how do I work this?
Yeah, that's my thought. When I had my Imperial, I was always singing that song. It's like, you might find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile.
I decided I'm going to try to fix the brakes on my small automobile.
Ah, that's
Oh,
good
yeah?
to have brakes.
Not
Brakes are
any-
good to have.
Well, the brakes are fine. It's the parking brake that's semi-engaged. So, but I got to wait till I unpack stuff in the garage first.
I heard that Porsche Carreras, that they come that way, that they're not supposed to get disengaged from the parking brake.
No, okay. I'll just drive it then.
Yeah, yeah. I missed you at the Cars and Coffee last Sunday because it was within walking distance. I mean, it's just right behind the Sonic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're still unpacking and organizing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the mid-engine vet there. They had a new, I guess it was a Supra next to it. And it was a lot of exotics. A Viper was there. But the 70 Mustang was the best, of course.
Yeah, it kind of seems wrong to walk there. Aren't you supposed to drive to a Cars and Coffee?
You could cartwheel there. It was so
It's-
close to you.
Feet and coffee.
Yeah.
See, your sound effects are funny, Steve, when used sparingly.
Yeah.
Right time.
You guys hear the fan? I don't want to turn it off. It's too hot in here.
No, it's fine. I can hear it in the earbuds really softly, but I don't think
Oh, okay.
anybody cares. So hi, Tina.
Here's one for Timmy.
Uh-oh.
This will make Timmy happy.
Nothing could make Timmy happy.
Walt Disney currently holds the most Academy Awards than any other production studio.
Probably.
All it is a bunch of those people, Hollywood people, smelling their own farts.
Yep.
Lovely.
Oh, computer
It's just
paper.
like
Remember that
being
stuff?
it's like being in a car club, and then the guys just give trophy to people in the club. It's like, who cares?
Well.
Remember computer paper?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
With the
I
holes on the
remember
side
that.
with the impact printers.
Yep.
My mom would bring that home for me to draw on, and I couldn't really draw on it because there was just so much crap on it. But it was the thought that counted.
Yeah.
But I did find a lot of like dirt on politicians and stuff, you know, where there were like discrepancies and things with their tax. And I was pretty talented at that at 13.
It's odd that paper used to be an important commodity to teenagers.
Yeah.
I don't think teenagers now care about paper.
Anyway,
Back in the
kids,
day.
I think probably when kids do their essays and stuff in high school or something, they just do it on the computer. They probably just email it to their teacher a bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but how did you can't draw bad logos on the textbook anymore? How do you do it
it's
now?
just crap.
Photoshop? What fun is
Remember,
that?
remember when we used to
Yeah,
wrap our textbooks in like paper bags? You know?
Oh yeah, or my mom used to do it.
Oh
Yeah, I remember that was a thing.
Yeah, I did too. I used to draw all over that.
Oh hell yeah, that's what you got to do. Or did you have the pen with 4 different color?
Yep.
Oh, I had
Things
like
like
10 different color
Black,
inks.
green, red, and
I
Blue?
loved that.
Blue.
Kid. Yeah, that was great.
I was always trying to like get them all to come out at once. So like,
How Tony breaks things.
Like Cthulhu.
there you go.
I had a teacher who had a fit about doing anything in red because she would grade with a red pen.
yeah.
Oh, you know who else? Big Bob. I was in
Oh,
Big
yeah.
Bob's chat and I used an orange font. You can't use an orange
yeah.
font. It's too close to my red. Like,
Wait a
fuck
minute, I gotta
off.
change. I got to change it back then. I've been using red since I've been doing this show.
Well, since you're running the show.
I think we've said this one before, but did you know that Reno, Nevada is further west than Los Angeles, California?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because California is bent.
Yes.
Reno,
It's got a
Nevada's
big bend
further
right
west.
up there.
Yes.
I thought we were going to avoid politics.
The state itself is bent.
Okay,
damn,
yeah, I
that
can see where
hurts.
it'd be further west. Okay, I can see.
Yeah, because the whole the bottom half of the state is like a 45-degree angle.
Yeah. Okay.
Safety pin pulling my underwear together, and sometimes it jabs me.
Huh?
Don't do that.
Well, you know, it's like I had these like nice kind of polo underwears, and then at the same time, all of them, all different colors, all of a sudden became 14 sizes too large. So I got like a safety pin to kind of bunch it up so it doesn't fall down, and every once in a while it comes loose and jabs me in the arm or something like
Ouch.
that.
Ouch. Why don't you just buy
But,
new underwear?
Tina, let me see.
I
This
do
one,
have, you know, I don't like to.
this
I'm a
one,
man,
and
we
this
don't
one are
throw
from
away.
like Kansas City.
Huh?
That guy,
Was it
I have no
Kansas
idea.
City?
Him, I think Colorado, maybe. And I'm from California.
Kansas City did have car. I don't know if they do now, but when we were kids, they had car plants there.
Ah. Now I'm pointing at you guys. That's Germany. That's where they make Germany bugs.
I don't remember them making cars in Kansas City.
Oh yeah, they have some big car.
Now-
Yeah, they did in
factories.
Indiana. Yes,
Go ahead.
they make cars in Indiana.
Yeah, they make them all over the Midwest.
Mm.
Well,
that's
Tina's
true.
from Wisconsin. Hey, Tina from Wisconsin.
I just thought
make
they
a lot
made all of
beers in
them
Wisconsin. No,
Michigan.
No.
Now, remember when
Um,
we were growing up how the South America used to be like underneath North America? Now,
Right.
apparently, you can fly straight south from Miami and pass west of South America. So,
Yeah, the whole continent
at
is
an angle.
it's all like they bent the thing. You know, what happened is it got too hot and it warped, and so it
Yeah.
all bent to that way.
Yeah, they left it in the back of the car, Dennis's car, on
Yeah.
the back window.
We just
Yeah,
need to
Tina,
cut it
we,
loose.
do what?
We need to cut it loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Milwaukee, and that's where they had the Land of the Lost reunion a few years back, where I got the
Ah.
Land of the Lost cast in the movie. That was in Milwaukee.
Now, do they like when you go into the state? Do they hand you like a sawzall?
Jesus.
No, but you know what? I've got a little Milwaukee drill, and that thing is the best drill I've ever had. I had one when because I bought it when I worked at, because I used to have this DeWalt giant thing, and you have to replace this battery every year. It was like $90, and the damn thing was so big. And I was inside a school bus once, drilling into the A pillar, and the damn thing recoiled and shattered the windshield.
Ooh.
And so then I was holding it with all of my body to get the rest of the hole, and it jerked me, and I broke the overhead mirror. And I was going to tear my boss a new one that day because he was paying the temp workers more than me. So I was like, sat the boss down, had this big conversation with him. And finally he's like, okay, I'll give you a raise. I'm like, oh, by the way, I shattered the windshield of the school bus. He smirks and he's like, I know. But anyway, I replaced the drill with this little bitty Milwaukee thing. And it had more torque than that big DeWalt. And it has a little flashlight and a meter on it. And so after the divorce, that was my birthday present to myself, was that drill. And I've used it for 10 years now. I was under the house this morning. I mean, drilling through the joists to run the mic cables.
So look at that. They all got eggs. Eggs everywhere. No refrigeration at all. But nowadays they tell you if you don't put it in the fridge, the eggs will like bust open and kill you.
Well,
I think in Europe,
do what?
in Europe they don't refrigerate them. I think a lot of it is they don't clean them off either. So if you wash off the eggs, then you're removing a coating and you need to refrigerate them.
Yeah.
Back to politics for a second. I thought 6 months ago it would have been funny if they checked. They were talking about checking to see how much gold's actually in Fort Knox. But if they went in there and found out all the gold was gone, but it was filled with eggs, and suddenly we're like the richest country in the history of the planet.
Eggs and plywood.
Yeah.
No, plywood, that was the thing back when COVID first started. All of a sudden, lumber of all things got super expensive and weird noses for Steve to put on.
And that's when I had my deck built, is right when that happened with it.
Oh, your deck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I used that joke in the movie. Remember when the porch fell down, and when they came back, when the robot did that work in the house, and Terry's like, "Hey, look, the deck's back up." And Tracy goes, "You're what?" He's like, "The deck."
Yeah, I must have
Nobody
missed
gets
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I must have missed that.
And yeah, Milwaukee tools.
It's
are
like-
pretty
it's
good.
like
At least
that-
my
that-
shit-
Sorry.
Go ahead.
She's holding
It's
me
like
hostage.
oh, okay.
No, me hostage.
No, hostage.
No, it's like that song Steve loved so much. Whoa, 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 it's my deck.
Steve's the only one that thinks that that's what he said in that.
It sounds so clear, and it just.
Because that's your dirty and Steve like.
I mean, it sounds. Whoa, ho, ho, it's my dick.
Yeah, Wendy's from Florida, and so is like everybody here, except
me.
Well, we're not
Tony.
from there. That's where we're at now.
Yeah, nobody's
Wow.
from Florida. They all just end up there.
That
Yeah,
is true. I'll give you that.
One of
we
us
ended up
here.
here in high school. I think Darren had just graduated, but I was still in high school, and my mom's company got bought out by one in Florida, and I'm sorry, I was distracted. That stupid '70s Audi there. But yeah,
No, that was the big Audi. That wasn't the piece of crap you had.
yeah, mine was like a VW hybrid thing. But anyway, yeah, so we all moved to Florida, and then her company went out of business, just like as soon as we got there.
As you do.
Because there were other families that I went to school with and stuff, and they went too to Florida, but when the company went out of business, they went back to Colorado.
We drove my van down. It was just me and Tim in the van. And I remember putting it on cruise control and switching drivers without stopping.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We do that?
I
Yeah,
think
that
so.
does sound familiar, doesn't it?
Yep.
And we
Oh, and
had
your
that
mom
very
wanted a
station
square
wagon,
back.
same color and everything. That was our grocery getter when I was like 4.
My mom wanted a square back. We never got one.
It's not my proudest moment, not the proudest car.
Remember, Alice Cooper is an avid golfer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he and who the hell was it? Was it not Bing Crosby, the other guy?
Roy
Pat
Calhoun?
Boone, I think. Yeah, I think he and
Bob
Pat
Hope.
Boone would golf together.
Bob Hope played golf a lot, I think.
Lots of golf. But those guys, that was the generation that was just like the golf generation.
Yeah.
Oh, Bob
Because
had a
Hope
car
even
that
had a
looked just
golf
like
cart
him.
with like a nose on it that matched his.
Yeah, it was a whole face on the golf cart. It was like the Bob
Yeah.
Hope face golf cart. He's the one that did all those jokes that weren't funny, but people
Yeah.
laughed anyway.
Yeah.
You know, you say that, and I have to think back because I haven't really watched much of his stuff. You know, since but I enjoyed his TV specials when I was a kid.
Maybe it was just his emceeing and stand up. You know, I don't know, because I would just see clips and stuff from him, and my grandpa Lloyd brought it up, and I'm just like, yeah, because I've always thought that. He's like, I never thought that guy was funny. I never understood any of his jokes, what he was, you know.
What you really got to do is watch the stuff the movies he made in the '60s, where he's playing like this guy who's like fighting off women that are all after him. And he was already, because he was born like 1903, so he was already in his 60s, and he's playing this playboy guy. And a lot of and he was always sponsored by Chrysler, so he was always cruising around big Imperials and stuff. And those movies you probably wouldn't find them funny either, though. But they might.
His jokes would be like,
they're
so I
kind
told
of
my wife, "Are you going to stand behind me the entire time?" It's just like, what the? It's like they laugh at anything. He just says anything and they laugh.
yeah.
Maybe
I
it's
like that with
maybe
Jerry
it's like-
Lewis. I never thought Jerry Lewis was totally funny.
Well, they loved him
Well,
in France.
And I was going to say, it's because you're American.
Right.
Oh, I see.
They
You
like
ready
Chris
for this?
Clown when he does the day the clown died or whatever.
You ready for this one?
Yeah.
The average person will spend 6 months of their lives waiting for red lights to turn green.
Oh, I was thinking that the other day.
That
I did
sounds about right.
That's me in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Tina says that she agrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wendy's one of those rare native Floridians.
All right, Mark. So, left turn lights. Do they skip you sometimes?
They do
I know
here.
they do.
They do here in Florida sometimes.
And I just after I'm skipped, it's like, all right, I'm going next chance I get. Then screw this.
I've done that here in Ocala.
Yeah.
You'd be sitting in a busy intersection and you know the cycle of the light, and then all of a sudden it doesn't turn green, and you're like, what the?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I get that all
Yeah,
the
Yeah, because
time.
they have that loop of wire that's embedded in the pavement, and it's supposed
Some
to
do.
be
Most of
it's
them are
supposed to be
cameras,
triggered by your car, but not always. And if you ride a motorcycle, it might not have enough metal in it to set that thing off.
Yep.
When I used to ride motorcycles a lot, those were always a pain in the ass because it wasn't enough metal in the bike to trigger the damn thing.
I always thought the tires, you just roll over and that's what triggered it.
No,
No,
it's
it's
electric.
magnetic.
It's a
magnetic.
ring
Oh.
of white. Because if it was like a weight sensor, that would wear out so fast.
Oh.
But
The
I
only
thought
motorcycle I ever bought was like huge. It had a bigger displacement engine than my wife's Mini,
Yeah.
so it probably would trigger it.
Yeah.
Now, is it
yeah,
true?
big
Is it true that emergency vehicles have controls of traffic lights?
yes.
Yeah, there's like a strobe at the very top, and there's a little
It's a white
receiver
light that does it.
Yeah, and it's a specific frequency of blinking, and it sets off the thing.
Oh. I thought they had
But they
like
still
a
gotta-
button, like a remote control they pressed in it.
No.
Like a garage door opener.
Yeah, that's what I.
What's really funny is because I go by a major hospital when I go to and from work, and every so often you'll see it's still a Dodge. Well, it's a Ram now, but same color. Just like Squad 51. The only real difference, besides the fact that it's a 2020 truck and not a 1972 truck, is that they're crew cabs now. But otherwise, it really, if you squint, you think you're watching Gage and DeSoto go by.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Tina. There's various rules. I think it depends on the state you're in, or what. I mean, we all know it depends on, are there any cops around? If the lights take
Or
too
actually-
long,
or
there's
Like,
nobody around.
last 5 minutes, you can go.
Yeah.
Tony never repeats what people say, and then when we're watching this in reruns, we don't know what people are talking about.
You can get it from the context.
It's all part of syndication.
And there's sailplanes. I flew one of those a couple times back in the 70s.
Is that one you fell out of?
Well, that's a weird one because the wings are kind of swept forward a little bit.
They put them on upside down.
Yeah.
That's how John Denver flew feet. It's because they had the wings upside down or backwards on his plane.
Yep.
What are you doing, Steve?
Thinking.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh,
Don't ever
baking?
do that. But he said thinking. But yeah, and the other thing is when I ride my bike to work, I got the route planned out so I minimize any like left turns in traffic and all that stuff. And there's one intersection that fortunately the button for the crosswalk is I can ride my bike over to the curb, reach over and hit it. Because that's the only way I'd get through it because it's one of those, detector type. Because it's the main highway, the main road, and then a little side street. So it never goes green unless there's a car there or you hit the crosswalk button.
Oh, when I was doing the car cruise with the car club last weekend, I was going down the historic district, on Amelia Island there, and there were people walking across, and I was yielding to the people, and then a golf cart went across, and then an egret. This right down on the crosswalk, waiting for the egret to cross. It was so funny. I posted it on Facebook, the video I took from the dash cam.
Yeah.
It was just cute, it was just like only Fernandina do you see that,
Well, we have similar birds out here. There's this bike path that I take to work. It's on the banks of like a big drainage channel. And you see those birds. I don't know if they're egrets, but they're, the long beak, long neck, long legs. They're designed basically to wade in the water and catch fish. I guess they might be egrets, but they're that same configuration.
I don't know what.
Like, go ahead.
They're little, kind of medium, smallish white birds with the long ass beaks,
Yeah.
and it's like every week they come to my yard and they all go through the yard and eat bugs, and then they leave. I'm not paying them, and I think there's like corporate confusion. They don't know that the old owner's not here anymore.
Right.
Oh,
So-
it could.
So
Well, you're supposed to get like give them
I'll
something.
just let them. I'll let them keep doing it until they figure it out on their own.
Well, anyways, gentlemen, it's my 9 o'clock hour. I'm going to call it quits tonight.
Just got here.
Yeah, I know. But at least I was here.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's good seeing you.
Good seeing you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. So everybody have a good night.
You too.
Right.
Take care.
Right, later.
There we go.
I thought he'd never leave.
Yeah.
I saw an egret once fly across the street onto a bush and like snatch a lizard. I mean, it had pretty good eyes.
Oh, yeah. Because normally they just stand in the water because they got long legs so they can wade through the water, and they got long necks so they can go down. And they got long beaks so they can like catch the little fishies. I guess
got
there's
kind of
fishies.
long legs. I wonder if I was designed to kind of walk through the water,
Oh yeah.
or maybe the mud.
Not with grizzlies in there.
That's true. That would suck. You're taking a bath and then there's like a grizzly in your tub.
The best part of
Yeah.
waking up.
Don't you hate that? You like find a grizzly in your tub and you have to get it out of the house. You're trying to get a paper towel and,
Well, you
We
get
lived
a
in
picnic
Bear.
basket. You get a picnic basket, and then you just sort of carry it out, and the bear will go for it.
We lived in bear country, so we had to make sure to keep the trash in the garage, and we did. And of course, the wife and tots left the garage door open, so it doesn't really help.
oh, there you go. Did you get a bear in your garage?
Yeah,
I remember once there was a bee in the house, and we gotta get that bee out of the house. So my mom gets a spoon, puts some honey on the spoon. And I'm like, that's the stupidest thing I ever. And the damn thing landed on the honey in the spoon, and she took it out. I'm like, well, son of a bitch.
Now that's how I'd always get Aunt B out of the house.
And then you smack her in the end. Never mind.
That's right. That's funny right there.
I don't know. I don't. Andy.
Oh, man.
I'm going to do my Casey Kasem impersonation.
There you go.
All right, ready?
Go for it.
Oh, Scoops! Scoop!
I broke it.
Broke what? Broke your arm?
My webcam.
Oh, crap.
So I was wondering. I was drinking my drink, and I was thinking there's just about enough in there that I could probably balance it at a 45-degree angle on the ridges on the bottom. And I was correct, and I had it balanced. And I was wondering if that was like an evolutionary thing. Survival of the fittest gene.
Right.
And so I brought my camera down to show you, and then I screwed it up. So it's more like a Darwin Award than a survival.
It's a darn award.
Yeah, there you go. Now look at this guy. All he does is make hubcaps. Just hubcaps.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that a prism thing? Or is that
That's because when he was younger, he used to steal them.
Hey, Steve,
Hey, what?
give us a Casey Kasem. You're about to go steal something.
Yeah, but I always do Casey like I'm announcing shit.
However you want to do it.
Trying to figure out what I would like to steal something.
Yeah, I'm just giving you a subject. Okay.
This is awesome.
How about Casey Kasem? You just bought a car and it's a lemon, and you feel like you've just been had. And now you got to do your show. How's that?
Good golly, Miss Molly, this really is a nice car. Fuck! That's all I can think of. I'll wake my kids.
Wasn't
and
that the chicken
grandkids
with
up.
Tourette's?
Oh, yeah, it was. The chicken with the reds, yeah. Fuck! Allie could do that better than me. I surprised myself. Tony heard this the other morning. I just, when I do this day in history, I'll launch into some dumb Casey thing. And I couldn't think of what to do, so I just put reverb on and did Casey doing the countdown from his casket. I'm like, what the fuck? It was like, hello again, and welcome to... Hello? Hello? Well,
Let me out of here.
somebody get me out of here. It was just... Last minute, I'm like, oh, that was pretty funny.
Hey, there's my moon. That's a moon picture I took. Of the moon picture. I took the moon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Although I like the slide he had up before that.
I was going to do the different angle on the bridge here where you see the view screen and then put your moon on the view screen, but I never did.
Oh, that would be neat.
Yeah. Because I have another picture where I'm sitting at another station where you see the view screen.
Did you see I took new moon pictures about a week ago of the yellow harvest moon?
Oh, I didn't see that. That on your Facebooky page?
Uh-huh.
Have to see that. I don't spend a lot of time on Facebook.
Well, if you did, you'd have seen the new song I released a couple days ago.
Yeah, I'll see it. Well, I
Or
don't spend a lot of
maybe
time.
if you're lucky, or you'll see something somebody posted 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, Steve, it took me a while to figure out that I was thinking the bridge there is kind of cockeyed. I always figured you'd be sitting in the front. Then I'm like, oh, he's at one of the stations.
Yeah, I'm at the station. The view screen is like right here. Right.
Yeah.
Right there.
It took me a while to figure that out.
Because that's Uhura's seat back here, and then Spock is over
Her bowling chair and Spot's bowling chair. I think in our Star Trek trip video or movie, I think I even put the little Delta imprints on the bowling chairs.
Yeah.
And when I look at the captain's chair, every time I see it, I just think of Kirk spinning around and playing the trumpet.
Oh, the captain's chair behind me there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silly, you can't push a starship.
He's so stupid. Tina, in case you get, if you ever get bored, go to the Apology on YouTube channel, and we made a animated film. I'm an animator. We made an animated film called Star Trip. It was a parody of Star Trek.
Did we use that get out and push line?
No, we
Because
came out
that
with
was actually used on Star Trek V: The Final Frontier.
Yeah, but not the punchline. We were going to have.
Oh, yeah. Can't push a
Scotty
starship.
said, we'll get this going if I have to get out and push. And then Kirk was going to say, you can't push a starship. You're so stupid. That was going to be the funny part to it,
Actually, you could in the vacuum of space. It's weightless, technically.
And we were also going to
They
have
still
him where
have
he got
mass.
pissed. He got
And
pissed at
you
one
still
of them.
need something to stand on.
Yeah, that's true.
And he was going to go, Spock, one of these days, to pow! And then
Yeah, we
Uhura
did,
was
yeah.
going to go, woo!
We thought of these after the show came out. One of these days to pow.
Yeah, thanks.
Now, see,
Yeah, if
Steve's
you're on
cup
that-
doesn't have any backwards writing on it.
Nope.
Should it?
They used our Chekhov red shirt line. Was it Chekhov?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but we came up with it first.
yeah. They
yeah, it
did
was-
use it on the one of the J.J. Abrams version. Told Chekhov to go put on a red shirt, but I was laughing in the theater when that happened because I thought he was going to go, no.
Did he? Did he?
He probably did it because he's stupid.
Yeah.
Check out. We got a trailer for we got a film in the film festivals right now, and there's a trailer for it on the same channel. It's called "I Want Her for Myself," and that's the latest feature film. And the film isn't out, but the trailer is.
Yeah.
Now, does Darn know that I did the voice of Virginia in, what was it?
The last page of summer.
Last Page of Summer?
Yeah, she's the one that smacks me in the ass.
Yeah. All hands on deck. I'll sign
That
it.
was Thomas's favorite scene, the boutique.
Oh, no. All
Because
hands
that's
on
everybody's
deck.
nightmare to be naked in a.
Oh,
in a
and the
public
one
place.
that cracked me up was the dangling participles or whatever that participle was.
I think. You remember Pat Gray?
Mm-mm.
He was Glenn Beck's his sidekick.
Okay.
Well, he had his own show, and I had sent them the team. I had sent them a last page of summer, and none of them said anything. But then it was just like a few days later, Pat made a joke about dangling participles in that context, and the guys had never heard that before.
Oh, that's
His radio team, they were like, "What?" He's like, "You're dangling participles," and they'd never heard it in that.
Is that what it
context.
is? Participles?
No,
Yeah.
it's
Where's that participle?
participles.
Participle. Dangling participles.
Yeah,
Participles.
aubergine.
Penguin. I think you're looking for the word penguins.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was said in the right context because Mary Beth played the teacher, and she is a teacher, and she did it
Mm-hmm.
how she would do it, and but I don't know. So I mean, so there's a chance he watched it,
It might be, yeah. Maybe he showed Glenn Beck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he
not
saw
really,
it. He
so
started
doesn't
crying.
matter.
He started
He's too busy
crying.
crying. I never seen such a crybaby. I mean, you're allowed to cry when your dog dies or your mom dies or something. Oh my gosh, he did like a commercial for food insurance, and when he got his food stash, he said he sat on the top of the basement stairs and cried. I'm just like, give it a break.
And
Good
when
grief,
did he
girl.
turn into a Magatu?
What's that?
The one we got to.
Mr.
Oh, I thought-
Roboto.
The one when he got to?
Oh, come on, Steve! In the original series episode, you know where Kirk's like screwing the cave lady, and the big thing comes with the big white fuzzy thing that eats people.
Oh,
The Mugatu, yeah.
Magatu. Yeah, okay. That's right.
Because Glenn Beck
Kinda looks
did
like
that.
This is the subject of all of these cartoons. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's Apology None,
Oh,
Psychedelic Pop's Grooviness
oh, it's on your
cartoon
phone.
band. Huh?
Well, of
That's on your
course,
phone?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
on
that's
the phone.
on the case.
Is that how do you make a case? I guess you can send it in and get a case.
No, that's a default for iPhones.
Yeah.
That's better. Can you see
Oh,
that?
apology now is a default for iPhone.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said before, if you go to the show description, under where it says BabbleGab 220 subscribers and all that stuff, there's links. There's the YouTube link for Transferama, and there's one for Apology None.
Here's the back of mine. Isn't that
Nice.
cool?
Yeah, mine is
Isn't that
just-
amazing?
Well, if she sees the Transformama stuff, she might not ever come back. But
You never
it's the same characters. It's kind of my what do you call it? My Tooniverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, check it out. I think you dig it. All comedy stuff. And we all do voices.
Yep.
Yep.
I also did Steve Araney in the last that I wanted for myself. How's that for on top of it?
Yeah.
Hey,
and-
Halloween is over. We don't need scary stuff.
Yeah, that was pretty scary. Darren's scared of your character.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Of Hoodoo or
Yeah,
Steve
Steve
Araney?
Marini.
Hell, that's not
also
a
does-
fine. How do you do?
He also does Don Heisler. I'm gonna pee, get some coffee, and be right.
Gonna pee, get some coffee, and be right back. It's kind of a slow down on my Casey bit.
Yeah.
Gonna pee, get some coffee, because I actually said that once on the show, real just out
Oh, yeah.
casually. Is that I'm gonna pee, get some coffee, and be right back.
I was showing it to a friend, the film, and it was toward the end of the movie, at the last page of Summer, and which you can watch on YouTube. But
Exactly.
toward the end there, I had spent days and days at that end scene when I had like hundreds of people at the show at the luau, and I was showing this friend, and she looks at me and says, "He sounded just like Casey Kasem," and she missed the thing that took me like days and days to make, because she looks at me and says, "He sounded just like it." She's seen the whole movie. You'd been in there. You're like one of the principals, and now she just That's, as a creator, it's like when you do an animation, every second can be arduous to make that. That's why it take 4 or 5 years to make. So when somebody they look down to pet the dog, or they look over and it's like, well, shit, you just missed like 6 hours of hard labor.
Now, is that for Saturday or
Last page of Summer.
last page of summer? Okay. Because I remember hearing when I was up there screening Saturday with you, and my bit came on with Casey. I'm like, holy crap, that sounds just like Casey. Wow.
Yeah, you
And
do
nobody
great,
else-
Casey.
I don't think it's.
Especially when Casey's pissed off.
Oh yeah. It's
Oh, Casey's. I remember him. Another fucking Lionel Richie song.
Did he really say that?
No, I did.
up 3 knots. Oh, not another fucking Lionel Richie ass son of a. I'm
It's
going for
basically that's in the '80s. That's why I quit listening to pop radio. Was I think Lionel Richie, and then when I was on my honeymoon cruise, that's all they had was Lionel Richie's greatest hits, and they piped it in the cruise the whole week.
Oh my God.
I don't hate them. It really watered down pop radio, and it was just it was really changing then.
Now we're up
You
to
should
a-
have. You should have taken a Der Kommissar cruise.
Here comes
Uh,
it. I don't think I
wouldn't
would
have done
enjoy an 80s cruise. As much as I love 80s, I don't think I would enjoy an 80s cruise.
Well, Thomas wanted me to share a cabin with him on a Close to the Edge cruise, which is Yes cruise. But guess who wasn't going to be on the cruise?
But guess who? Yeah, they're
Yes.
probably different
No,
bands.
the Yes wasn't on the cruise. And he's wanted me, no, when he found out that I would have been interested if it was the Guess Who. Well, I would have been interested, but the thing is they wanted you to get the jab, and I wasn't going to get the jab, and neither was Thomas.
Oh,
But I really would have liked to have gone on a Moody Blues cruise, but it was the same thing. But Alan Parsons was going to be on the cruise. All these, that would have been neat. I would have liked to have, because you kind of get to mingle with the people when you do that.
There were a couple actors fired from my soap because they refused to get the jab back then. Steve Burton, he's back though. But the other guy got fired. He never came back because they wouldn't take the jab.
I pushed out and took the jab.
You
I
did.
did too. I took.
So
the
that's why your arms keep disappearing.
Yeah.
jab. That's why he's totally disappeared now.
Yeah, I was going to say, can you see me?
Or no? Are
I
you?
came back. The camera's aimed at me. It's just like, nah, screw you.
All I see is a bunch
Oh,
of
whack
books.
it.
I figured this is
Unplug it,
probably,
unplug it, and plug it back in.
Yeah.
I did, and that's how we got to this point. And I figured,
Oh.
well, just an empty room of books looks better than I do.
Well, it
so.
looks like when I cover my lens, when I cover my camera, it does that. I'll disappear with the background. It looks like that's what's going on there.
Yeah.
Maybe your lens is covered. I don't know.
See, that's
Hey,
on
just get a
sale.
cosplay picture of you, you know?
Yeah, there you go. That's on sale for like $3,800 for that Black Friday sale. So if
You know what you're
anybody's,
buying? You're gonna buy it?
well, if somebody wants to like give me an early Christmas present,
Buy it from you or buy it for you?
for me. Fuck, from me. I don't know anything.
We can
I
start
have
a
nothing
GoFundMe page.
that's powered, and that it puts out 20 horsepower, top speed of about 65 or 70.
See, I told you if you get
No.
that, you can take a bike ride out here to Florida.
Yeah.
Can you imagine driving cross country on something like that?
Yeah.
I had to give up on my Miata for the time being.
Aw. What happened?
Money.
Oh.
I will be right back again.
Guy at the
Speaking of number two, I'm sorry, go ahead.
the guy at the car meet a couple days ago, he's part of our car club. He's got one of those Fiat Miatas.
Oh yeah.
They're good looking. I'd
I
worry
think
about it.
I think the Miata looks better. I mean, the Fiat looks good, but the Miata looks better to me. It's got better lines, and it just seems like it would be easier to get parts for. To do. I mean, even though they might share some of the same stuff, I don't care. I mean,
Yeah, the big difference is the engine. The Miata's got a 2-liter Mazda engine, and the Fiat's got the Fiat is 1.4 liters, but it's turbocharged. And it's actually I've heard nothing but good about that engine.
well, you make a lot of money with that because the Fix It Again, Tony. That's what Fiat stands for. And Tony gets all the money when he has to fix those things.
There you go.
The 2019 Miatas, I think, have the 188 horsepower,
180.
which is 180.
Yep.
So that's 20 less than my 911 had when it was new.
Yeah.
And it's quick as heck. So I think the Miata would be fun too.
Okay, well, hell yeah, because mine was an '07, and it I think was rated like 167 horsepower. But the thing is,
you
it
one of those
weighed
guys
like
in my,
25
like in my
pounds.
neighborhood, Darren, that's always burning rubber and screaming down the street all the time.
Who cares?
No, my car doesn't work.
Oh,
I wonder if
But
it
it
has that
works.
standard German thing where there's like a drum brake inside the disc brake rotor.
I'm guessing that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just because my Mercedes had that too. With
see
the
you,
Mercedes,
Tina.
the parking brake just never worked.
This has
It didn't
been
have
fine.
any problem releasing it; just never engaged.
I've had
Yeah, thank
I've had the car for 21 years, almost no, 20 years, and hardly any problems at all.
Yeah.
So, and
But
this
they take care of them.
if I drive it, it'll you can hear the rubbing kind of in time with the wheels rolling.
Mhm.
And so, and it's actually enough that when I was trying to drive it up on the trailer, it was a real pain in the ass because I had to have my foot on the brake and the gas, and I had to give it extra gas because it was kind of braking on its own.
Yeah.
And that was very stressful.
Yeah.
But if I can get the wheel off and the brake drum off, I can't imagine it. Well, knock on wood, can't imagine it would be that hard to fix.
Anyway, see you,
Yeah,
Tina, if you're still here. Check out Apology None and hope you can stop by again.
Yeah, take care, Tina.
Well, I hope you can get it fixed.
So Kiana bought a Lego kit of an old 911, and she wanted to put it together. So we spent a day doing. It came with like 12 bags of Legos. So we did bag one and got the kind of like the under frame done. And then the next day, I started helping her, but she moved the car to the other side of the table where I couldn't reach it, so I gave up. And then I went to bed, and she ended up finishing the whole thing that night.
Oh, pretty good. Yeah, I remember this was like 78, 79. There was a Porsche 911 on a used car lot. It was probably early 70s. It wasn't like, it didn't have the big bumpers yet. And I went to sit in it. And back then, this is before power seats and all that stuff. So I did what I always do, which is I reach in, pull the seat control up, and slide the seat all the way back. And then I got in, and my feet wouldn't reach the pedals. I'm 6
really?
foot tall. Yeah. It surprised me how much legroom those things have.
I think a lot of sports cars, or expensive ones at least, are designed for athletes
Yeah.
in mind. So they're kind of designed for bigger people. But they had that movie where Schwarzenegger drove one and his head was like sticking out of the sunroof.
Yeah. Well, in Magnum PI, you never see Magnum driving that Ferrari with the roof on.
Oh,
Because
right.
it wouldn't fit. He was too tall. Because you see him, his head is like just up, like above the windshield by that much.
And I've always thought that was one of the prettiest cars ever, that generation of 308.
You know, they were going to have Magnum P. They're going to have Tom Selleck. I think he was like, wasn't he first slated to be Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but he
think
had
he'd have been too tall for that role.
I think he would have been good, but it worked out for everybody.
Yeah.
Because I think he did well with Magnum PI. So.
Well, it also works with Harrison Ford being a smaller guy for that role. It suited him in those situations.
Well, that was the reason that Mickey Dolenz wasn't Fonzie. Because Mickey Dolenz is actually tall, and he would have just absolutely towered over all the other actors in that show.
Well, he met
And
his
so they got-
fruition by doing the voice for Arthur in the first season of The Tick.
Oh, there you go. And Winkler's kind of short, but then they found out Winkler couldn't ride a motorcycle.
Winkler is a little bitty. He's like a midget.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
Well,
too.
everybody
He
is.
was in-
Television actors, they have to be to fit into that box.
He was in he was in Arrested Development a lot. He was really good. So
Winkler or Dolenz?
Winkler,
Ah.
he was a sleazy lawyer.
Oh, yeah. Typecasting.
Yeah.
Because I lost interest in Happy Days after about third or fourth season, but before he became a school teacher of all crazy ass things.
Yeah,
I just remember that
got
one
worse and
episode near
worse.
the end of the run, and he's standing there, and he's standing in front of a '54 Chevy, and he says, "This is a 1955 Chevrolet." And no, it's not. It's '54. Stupid ass. And I forget what else he said because that took me right out of it right there.
So you at least left it before Tom Hanks kicked the shit out of him. I couldn't believe that. And they'd start singing. Potsy would start singing. Oh my gosh. It was bad.
On my thrill.
And that was Richie.
Oh,
But he wasn't really singing. He was just joking. But
yeah.
Potsy was, they actually like fancied him as a real singer. It was
Right.
bad.
Richie was in Arrested Development too. He was funny.
Oh yeah. I think I
But
only
before or
watched
after
whenever
his
you
hair
showed
fell
me.
out?
Huh?
I
Is that,
think I've only
before or
seen
after he-
whatever you. What?
Is that before or after his hair fell out?
I think it was during.
I heard the interview that he said his hair started falling out when Fonzie took over his role in Happy Days when he started stealing all his thunder.
Yeah.
That he started getting so stressed out about it.
Well, that happens on sitcoms. It was like Good Times or whatever the hell. I mean,
Yeah, JJ.
Dynamite wasn't supposed to be, the most important part of the show, and then he became the most important part of the show, and the rest of them said, well, screw this shit.
Yeah, well, the dad was on some, I'd say, Paul, it wasn't a podcast, but the equivalent, radio show or whatever, and he was dissing them, the producers and this and that of that show, for what Joni just said, and they fired him over it.
Back in the 70s?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Jimmy Walker was basically the whole show. It just said, do that thing, like Timmy was talking about the sitcoms filmed before a live audience where the star comes out and the audience just goes nuts for like 15 minutes and everybody has to stand there like dummies until the audience probably calms down.
I was more interested in the podcast.
Oh no, I said it. It was the '70s equivalent of a podcast, which would have been like a radio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, can I imagine on the podcast they're like, I don't know, nobody's watching this because the internet hadn't been invented yet. But
well, the dad, he just recently floofied, but he was on some podcasts. In fact, he was on .G, our friend .G's podcast, and we probably could have got him if we'd have pursued it. Too late now. He floofied.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody we've won on the show has all kicked the bucket.
maybe they're all doing okay.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah, you got to get John Aston on the show before he kicks the bucket. Because the funny thing is, he's outlived both of the little kids on the Addams Family.
Well, you need to tell Steve, because Steve's the one that has luck getting people. That nobody comes on when I ask.
Get Dick Van Dyke on. He's outlived everybody.
I know.
Did
right?
he hit 100
Is he
yet?
101 now or something?
Yeah, I think he's.
Oh no,
I think
Mel
he's-
Brooks hit 100. I think Dick Van Dyke's later this year.
Tonight on a very special episode of Good Times.
That was us. That was brilliant garbage.
Yeah. Heard you guys talking about it.
Yeah. That. And what were you just saying there, or Tony? One of you.
How the hell would I know?
I know. It
Something about
sucks. I
getting
can't-
somebody on the show. Oh, Dick Van Dyke.
Oh,
or something.
Dick Van Dyke. Yeah, I was wondering how old's William Shatner now? He's got to be pushing 100.
93
Yeah,
or 94. I
95.
thought he was born in 31, so he's 94. Because he and
but he-
Shatner and Nimoy were born about a week apart, same year.
He's ornery, so he's probably going to live to be 120.
Yeah.
Probably. Plus, he probably takes that adrenochrome or something.
Plus, Shatner is one person we're not going to get on a show like this.
But get
I
John
don't think
Aston
you
on, because
talking about him
he's
like
like
that.
91 or 92.
Who is?
John
Check
Aston.
out. Oh.
Oh, he's still around. Okay.
Well, that's what. That's
Yeah,
the problem. We need
both the
Steve's-
kids from Addams Family have passed away. Lisa Loring, I think, was like last year or the year before, and so he's the last one from that show.
Well, how does Wednesday? How does she keep doing these spin-off shows then?
I think they got another one.
Oh, okay.
Well, little
no,
goth
what
chicks are a
brought that
dime a
up?
dozen.
Well, Tony's told me to get him on the show, and I'm like, get Steve to do it because he's the one that has luck getting people. I don't. Nobody comes to the show when I ask.
I don't know.
I did.
Well, that is true.
I mean, I could probably get Stanley Livingston, but it'd be nice to get Stanley and Barry on here at the same time.
Yeah.
Barry won't even accept my Facebook friend request.
No?
Yeah.
Ernie from My Three Sons.
Get them again.
Yeah,
Doesn't hurt to ask.
because we had a great time with Stanley last time. He was real good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot in common with him. Between the airplanes in Kansas City and stuff.
Yeah.
He was the middle kid on My Three Sons there, and the one that all the girls like.
Played Chip Douglas.
Chip
I don't
Douglas.
think I ever saw the show.
Really?
You at least saw
I
her
only
feet,
saw
right?
it
The
first
shoes?
run.
The what? Their feet?
Yeah, the intro had they just showed these cartoon shoes tapping with the legs, and you never saw their faces or anything because
And
they
the thing
interchanged the kids, didn't they? Just kind of
The thing with
And Phil, he said cartoon shoes.
the thing with My Three Sons is it's kind of the Chuck Cunningham thing. They had a son older on My Three Sons. He was on for a few seasons, and then boom, they brought Ernie in, and then I think Mike got married, but he was never mentioned or talked about or shown again.
It's prison.
Prison, yeah.
Well, they always
He's
had
Mike
three
Douglas.
sons of some kind. It was somebody's
So his
sons.
name was Mike Douglas. So I guess he went on to do the Mike Douglas show. I guess.
Yeah, there you go. Or like Chip Douglas, who was the producer of the Monkees.
Yeah.
I'd watch My Three Cars.
Yeah, there you go.
My
That'd be
Three
pretty
Cars.
cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
My Mother
I
and the
only
Son.
remember seeing My Three Sons' first run back in the day, and of course, I didn't pay much attention to it.
You know, if I was going to reboot My Mother's Car, I think it would be My Siblings, the Cars.
My ex-wife, the car, we did that.
I
Right.
still think my ex-wife, the car, would have been the best formula.
Yeah, it was just too weird sitting inside his mother.
Yeah, that's just
And have
you
it-
should
have it
only
be one of
inside
those-
your mother once in your life, not.
Yeah, there you go. But
Maybe we need to do a
and
brilliant
have it be
garbage
one of those '80s like Chrysler Town and Country convertibles with a fake wood.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh
We
yeah.
do a brilliant garbage of it.
Brilliant Garbage with, what was I just thinking about?
I wanted one of those LeBaron convertibles.
Oh, My Ex-Wife, the Car with Brilliant Garbage. That's what we do.
Yeah, she's
But,
just like, she's like, come inside me. Oh, that's disgusting. That's what he's like. I should only be inside you once, Mama. I ain't getting in there.
No, but did you ever?
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
Come sit
no, I'm-
inside
I'm-
me, son. Come
but
sit
please-
inside me.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, but no, did you ever see St. Elmo's Fire?
Yeah, yeah.
Darren,
With the
you ever
Rat
see
Pack,
it?
Like-
yeah.
Isn't that like swamp gas?
Yeah,
Yeah.
But the main character had one of those like LeBaron convertibles, and it was like back in the day, so it was like the cool car to have for about 3 weeks.
I know Rob Lowe was in that.
Yeah,
Judd-
because I saw it in the aughts. Because I missed all those 80s movies back in the 80s, so I got caught up with them in the aughts, like Ferris Bueller's Day Off and St. Elmo's Fire and
Oh, you never saw that
Breakfast
back
Club
in the
and all that crap.
80s? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I liked those LeBaron convertibles. And then Darren did have a Sebring convertible. It was like the next.
It was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a 99. It still looked good. We put 200,000 miles on it in like 3 years, 5 years.
See, I remember, I think Jack Porter, he had the same thing. And I remember he parked in my mom's yard. And me and Jack, and I think my girlfriend, whatever, or some friends, we just sat there with the top down, just talked for hours. It was really neat.
Yeah.
But you can go so many places with My Ex-Wife, the Car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with my ex-wife, the car, you can go anywhere.
Yeah.
My ex-wife sucks.
It could be a trip.
We're
Well, then why'd you get rid of her then?
well, we're friendly,
I got it. Too.
so it's kind of like I don't want to be saying mean things about her because she's okay, you know. So it's like annoying. It's not comedic potential. I guess I get
Oh, okay.
just bullshit.
See, that's the thing. If I'd gotten married back when I was in my 20s, I'd probably be divorced too. But because that's the
been
way it
married 3
happens, you know.
times.
It's just that's like the industry.
I've been
Well, the
married
thing
3
about
times.
the thing about the ex-wife, the car, though, is it would be like it could be almost like a romance double entendre thing, where she's wanting to rekindle their relationship, and she's jealous of all of the girlfriends he gets, and will close the door in their dresses, and maybe he's got her up on the rack in the garage, and he's got like a major Healy friend that comes up. What are you doing? Oh, I'm just lubing your chances. Oh, hubba. It's like.
No,
So
she
why,
wanted
why do you do that every time I'm here? And he's like, well, let's put some pants on and we can talk about it. He's like, oh.
Well, if she wanted me to lube her, she shouldn't have let the mailman drive her.
See, that's the joke that they could use.
Yeah.
You're driving me crazy.
Yeah.
It's Fine Young Cannibals.
Or if
Only
he
when the
gets
Fine
pulled
Young
over.
Cannibals sang it, it was the ah, eh, eh, eh. Because the dude from
Or-
Fine Young Cannibals could only sing like the little parts of the lyric.
Boy, if I could have just had the royalties for 1 month use of that song through the night, it's anywhere in the 90s, I would have been set for life. The amount of commercials and stuff they use that song on.
She drives like crazy. Oh no,
Same
Yeah,
with the
Weird
hot,
Al
hot,
did a-
hot one that, hot.
Buster Poindexter.
Yeah.
Yeah, David
He
Johansen.
floofied the other
Yeah,
month or so.
yeah, I don't know. But yeah, those songs that got the daylights beat out of them.
Yeah.
I can picture my ex-wife, the car. He gets pulled over, and the cop says, "You know why I pulled you over?" And then you hear the wife say, "He was speeding. He was following too close."
That's actually pretty good.
Write him all the tickets. Who said that?
You never ask for directions.
Yeah, great going there, Evil Knievel.
Because you know why? We've all stopped and asked for directions at least once.
Oh, I have.
People
yeah.
walking down the street are idiots. Oh yeah, take a turn right there at the dog, and then go over by where that old guy used to live. It's okay.
Yeah, go about a mile past where the old barn used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've told you before about the GPS in Donald Trump's voice. Turn left there at the restaurant. They had the greatest cooking ever. It's the greatest food. But then go over by the gas station. Their prices are a little bit too high. But if you go down to the block, you can get... I don't know. It was so funny. You just had to hear Trump's voice. I can't do Trump at all, so...
You can. You didn't there, but I've heard you do it. You know.
It's not easy, and everybody knows. It's just hard to do, you know.
You did
They
pretty
get it
good
like-
on that letter that you wrote to BabbleGab.
Oh, yeah. I did great on that, didn't I?
Yeah.
No, I was thinking
Well-
you should expand that though. Get some Nixon and some JFK.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if they have those in AI yet. Those...
Sure.
I think all you got to do is put a sample of their, and then you can get the voice if you. I wonder how they make these AI videos. That might be fun to try once, but I don't want to get too much into AI. You know.
It's Satan.
Yeah, it's just.
There is one thing. When AI was young, there was one thing that was kind of funny. I think it was Jolly Roger or something like that. It was a AI program you get on your phone, and when solicitors would call your phone, basically you did a sample of somebody, and some guy did a sample of his dad's voice. So these people would call, and they're like, you know, I'm looking for Johnny Cochran, and he'd be like, okay, just a second. He's putting out, you know, it's like, hey, John. And then it's like, you know, about a minute later, hang on. Did you see my overalls? Are they blah, blah, blah? And it just goes on in a circle. It just keeps going and going. And you're leaving these solicitors on the line with them. And it sounds real, and it's not. It's just this AI taking his voice and doing this thing. It was actually kind of clever.
But years ago, DJs used to do that. They would call somebody, but they would have pre-recorded clips of the actual celebrity, and they'd have all these sound bites, and they'd call somebody, or somebody would call, and they would use the sound bites of the actual actor or whoever. And it was funny, but that was before AI.
Everything was funny before AI.
Oh yeah, I remember there was a website back in the aughts, and it would actually make like a cartoon for you, and it was all CGI and stuff. And this was before the voice processors got good, so everybody sounded like Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
But you could have them like stand around and move around, and I had one that where the one guy says, "I'm Dr. Stephen Hawking," and you hear a female voice say, "You're drunk," and there's the sound of breaking glass.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that, yeah.
Today on Sesame Street, Stephen Hawkins.
Oh, no.
Remember, that was the Brilliant Garbage where he falls down the stairs. We got that. We just never finished it.
Yeah, because I don't have that one.
We've got a few that we didn't finish that we
Yeah.
need to figure this shit out and get it going
Need
again.
Yeah.
need to get Nebs cornered somewhere, you know.
Well, we had him
Well,
on
we
the-
had a beat on him today. He was here
Yeah,
for a
we
few
had him.
minutes.
for like
I
an
didn't know you
hour.
guys were on that early or earlier. So
Yeah, I should have sent you the invite. I forgot about it because I didn't see when I first
put it in
started
our-
the
we put
call.
it in
I
our
didn't see your
messenger
thing
chat.
on the doohickey, and then I forgot that I should have checked again.
Yeah, we had it in our
Everybody's-
messenger chat this morning that we we're going to do it.
Yeah.
oh, I didn't.
Well, see, the thing is, I mean, I know Facebook sucks, but at least look at Messenger. You don't have to look at the rest of it. Just look at Messenger. You can download the Messenger app for the phone.
I have
It's
it
a
on my
standalone
phone, yeah.
app.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have it on my
Then
phone.
you can check that. Because it is a
I
good way
do
to
want-
communicate. The rest of Facebook's a shit show, but the communication is part is good.
I don't even post a morning show on there anymore. It's just a waste of time.
Yeah, it's not a very good place for
Yeah.
promotion.
Yeah, unless you want to pay to promote it, and even then, I'll bet you it probably didn't work with
Oh,
you.
I tried to promote. I paid like $40 to promote Apology None,
Didn't do any
and
good.
it had like there was like some black people ended up liking the page, but the actual engagements, you know, it was just like I could, 3 or 4 engagements for all that money. And it's just like
Yeah, so much social media. It's hard for anyone to really promote anything on all these. But I just
YouTube's pretty much where it's at right now. If you want money, if you want success, it's just
yeah.
like anything. I really, we have potential with this program.
Yeah, I mean, I see all the. I flip through YouTube all the time, and I see these live feeds. I mean, people are subscribing to shit like live at a cemetery with all these ghost finding meters and everything.
Oh yeah, they love that crap. I think we're too normal. If we were all like 500 pounds or like crying, or doing that shit,
If we had
then
thought
they're
back,
like, yeah.
And he
But-
checks all the boxes.
I know. That's so
Or
distracting.
screaming
to
at
find
each other and actually hurting each other's feelings. But that would be great.
Mm-hmm. But
And raising teenage girls, what I've discovered is guys in their early 20s screaming like girls a lot
oh, I've seen
is
that.
is what they want to watch.
Could you guys imagine being in your 20s now?
Oh wow!
I can-
It's a fucking nightmare.
I'd like to be in my 20s back then.
Well,
Now-
yeah, back when it was good. Back when the world was actually like spinning the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But God, it's just nowadays they don't even want to get driver's licenses because why? There's no fun cars anymore, and
True.
everything's in the phone. They don't even know how to work a computer.
Oh yeah.
Everything's a device, either a phone or a tablet.
Kids today, I mean, I sound like my grandmother now. Kids today,
But I don't blame them. It's the fucking world that they're coming up in. It's and they don't get taught anything. When I was a little kid, I knew all about stuff that was way before my time. Old-fashioned crank telephones and coffee grinders like this and all that stuff. I love all that old-fashioned crap. And then I'd watch, you'd watch the Three Stooges, and they'd already been dead for like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
But nowadays, if it happened last week, forget about it. And like I say, I don't blame them. It's I mean, they talk about the boomers being raised by television. Now they're being raised by TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, I see my 2 grandkids around here. They're 4 and 9, and they just glued to a phone, a computer, or the TV, games. They barely go outside. So when we take the electronics away, we make them go outside.
Oh, you got
Do
to. You
something.
got to. I mean,
Don't-
my
don't-
mom used to do that back in the 60s. Oh, don't watch TV. It's a nice day. Go outside. Or, of course, the real genius move is, back in the 60s, we did well enough to have a little summer place up in Northern California. And it had electricity and running water and all that. Didn't have a TV. I always think that was a genius move on my parents' part, not to have a TV there, because
Yeah.
spent the whole summer away from the TV, outside, playing in the dirt with my Tonka trucks and stuff. And
Boy, I
And back
wish,
then we only had 3 networks to choose from.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of times shit wasn't on that we kids wanted to see. So that's when we'd go find something to play and do something,
Yeah.
I just wish that every time Tony would bring up a summer place, we could just have that music piped in.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I know. I tell the story a couple times, but there might be people watching who are interested. But I just think it was germane to the discussion because the electronics and stuff. I mean, I wouldn't even give a 4-year-old a damn device.
Really? Wow. He had one, but we took it away permanently because he wouldn't stop his games long enough to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And just wet his pants right there. I'm like, nope,
No,
right,
there
fine.
are grown ass adults who do that.
Unbelievable. They won't get up, so they can't get away from their shit, so they go pee their pants or whatever else.
I thought that was just NASA women.
No, it's
There's
real gamers.
There's people constantly on Transforma that tell me that, I saw your car video, when I was 6. And I'm just like, you shouldn't be on YouTube. That's way too young to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
I think 30, 35 should be the
Yeah.
lower limit.
When I
Yeah.
was 6, the damn monkeys were on, and Star Trek was on first run.
Yeah.
Batman, of course, Of course, when I was 6, Batman was like high adventure. I didn't get any of the humor of the jokes. It was all just total, it was just exciting
Yeah, the
adventures.
Superheroes in costume is all I saw. I didn't know the jokes and everything. So, So that's what was good about Batman is they made it for kids and adults.
Yeah.
Now it's just campy to the younger generation.
Like I say, I'm not putting the kids down. It's not their fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Screw them.
What I don't get is it's like, okay, see, we always hear that the younger people are, they don't have any attention span. That's why everything's like these vertical weird videos. Yet every movie now that's in the theater is like 3 hours long.
Oh yeah. That's why I watched the
movies
first.
used to be 90 minutes, and now they're like 3 hours.
That's why I couldn't watch the first Lord of the Ring. I watched that. I'm like 3 hours in this freaking. I mean, I'm not even interested into that movie that much.
Darren showed me the 4-hour versions of the last two, the second two.
4
films.
hours. Oh.
Yeah, we it was 8 hours. We watched the Two Towers and the
Oh my gosh.
Planet of the Rings.
Yeah.
That is just too long.
Oh, it was okay because there's booze. If there's booze and burritos, I'm game. Doesn't matter.
Well,
Yeah,
everybody
there you
was bitching back in the day because Star Trek: The Motionless Picture was too long.
Well, the problem is it
never did
wasn't
see
long
that.
enough because they cut out too much of the story in the original theatrical release.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
it
they
didn't
cut out
make
the story
sense.
and kept all the damn, shots of the Enterprise and all this extra stuff about V'ger, and they had way too much space effects and not so much content or substance.
Well,
in
I
their
figure,
story.
especially the very beginning where they taking the slow flight around the Enterprise and space dock.
Yeah.
I think that was like fan service for the fans. It was just like, wow. Because
Showing the Enterprise after all these years, I guess. Yeah.
yeah,
But that could have been 10 minutes saved for more content.
I couldn't get past the Shriner outfits.
Right.
yeah,
And,
they went too
motion picture,
because
the first one?
yeah, because they went from the colorful '60s to the just absolutely drab late. I mean,
Yeah.
and the '70s were a colorful decade, except I guess in '79 all the color drained out of it.
I think
It
they
was
redeemed some.
sci-fi in the 70s that was colorless. Star Wars, I think, started that with all the off-white, everything, dingy white.
Yeah.
It's like, I understand they want things to look worn. That's fine, but why did everything have to look like you're in the back of a New Jersey trash truck junkyard? It's just like, good grief.
Yeah. Well, Star Trek did better with the Wrath of Khan. They got the more colorful uniforms. And,
Oh yeah, they found their mojo again with that. I mean, they
Yeah,
went
yeah.
going from the motion picture to con. They totally found their mojo.
Yeah, they did. That's because I think they brought back Gene Coon, I think, or brought Harv Bennett, or somebody came in who knew what the hell they were doing.
Because actually,
He was
Gene
Harv
Coon
Bennett.
is kind of underrated. He's actually more responsible for the look and feel of the original
Oh,
series
yeah,
than
he was.
Roddenberry was.
Yeah, he was. And they knew Gene Roddenberry had still some rights to the show, and they were still trying to give him consultant privileges, and they would toss out a lot of his ideas and suggestions. And they would go round and round with war.
I heard he was kind of a flatulating turd.
Yeah, he
much.
could be. Yeah.
Well, he was responsible for the Next Generation. When at the beginning, nobody has any conflicts with each other. Everything is just totally,
Yeah.
peaceful, and they discuss it. And every time, like, oh, there's an alien. Let's go to my ready room and have a discussion. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, no, I've always got that. They got the Romulans or the Borg right at their throats, and let's have a meeting.
Yeah.
I'll bring the cookies. You bring the
Yeah, there you go.
Kool-Aid.
That's I said it. I joked about it because I would be working on my costume or something in the '90s, and it would just be like a rerun would be on, like on a Saturday, and it would just be on. And I just remembered I was so bored. That's why I said it was kind of like watching the Love Boat with different uniforms.
Love Boat in Space.
Kind of was. I was waiting for Paul Williams to do a cameo or something.
But sadly, after Gene Roddenberry died, the stories did start picking up. They would have a little more conflict,
Oh,
a little
yeah.
more interaction. But I don't know. It was Gene's baby, Gene Roddenberry. I did it on purpose that time.
But that was.
I can't believe I
timing.
said that on the morning show once. Seventh match game. Gene Roddenberry is going to read the question. That's funny.
Did he ever even really do much public appearance?
Gene Roddenberry?
Yeah.
I don't think he did. I don't know if he ever went to conventions or not. I don't know if he appeared.
Yeah, I don't think he did cons, but because they weren't really that big back then. He did go to the when the first space shuttle, the one that didn't go into space, what they called Enterprise.
Enterprise, yeah.
Yeah, because it was only used for testing inside the atmosphere. But I think Roddenberry was there along with some of the other guys.
Yeah, the cast was there.
When did he floofy, in the 80s or 90s?
91,
Yeah,
91?
91, 92, somewhere in there.
Well, if
Yeah,
he had
it's
started
kinda
the Next
midway
Generation,
yeah, midway
Yeah.
through Next Generation.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he had a little. They were just starting to go figure Deep Space Nine out when he floofied.
Where'd Darren go?
Who knows?
Oh. You shoulder back?
Nah, all of me fell off.
That sounds
Why
like
not
a
take
football
all?
term, shoulder back.
Take all of me. Why
So,
not
Steve, are
take
you going to be on your show tomorrow?
I don't know if I get back in time. I gotta go to the DMV.
Are you going to do another doctor thing, or the last one didn't take?
Tomorrow's DMV tomorrow morning.
Oh, oh God! I
Yeah,
better just
tell
turn
me
my
about
alarm off now.
it.
In California,
I'm-
they let you make appointments. I guess in Florida, they don't.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't expect to be back in time, but we shall see.
You can always join in
do,
progress.
if I do, it'll be a no-show prep day.
Yeah. But anyhow, it's stevejarrett.com.
Yeah,
2 R's, 2
SteveJarrett.com.
T's.
Char and rot with an extra T.
Yeah. And qstarfm.com.
Yep. UStarFM doc, if it's still there. They said one of my domains is supposed to be due this month.
Well, you're the master of your own domain.
That's right. QStarFM. Get QStarFM still there.
Yeah, I don't remember the URL. I just start typing Q and then the rest of it just fills in.
SteveJarrett.com is there.
Yeah.
Earth, Wind, and Fire is playing on there right now.
Ah. Which part of this, fire or the earth?
Oh,
Fall
Flat
in love
Earth,
with
Wind,
me.
played a song on your show.
I'm sure I did.
Well, fellers, it's
Oh,
been
is that
fun.
time? Is it time already?
Yeah, it's that time.
See, when I take a nap, I can make it through the show. I took a nap
Yeah.
this afternoon.
There you go. That's the secret. The better
Otherwise,
taking
like
a
last
nap on the show, like your
Yeah,
friend Putt would
sit
do.
here and like,
Yeah. All right.
end the show on a laugh.
There you go.
I'll
Yeah.
see you,
and,
darn. I'll talk to you about if I need help with running the thing.
Sounds good.
All right.
But if not, I might be able to figure it out. We'll see. I was mostly just wanted you there the first time I went under there, just in case there was like a bobcat or something down there.
yeah, just a
Yeah,
safety-
if I don't hear
as a
from you in
safety
a
guy.
couple of weeks, I'll send somebody out to look.
I'll bring my phone with me just in case.
Yeah, there
Cool.
you go.
All right, well, take care, fellers.
All right, everybody.
All right, bye.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank
Have
you.
a good night.
You too.